One of these days I'll figure this out, I swear. One of these days it'll be silky smooth. You guys will see. How do we already have 6 likes with only 2 people here? This is good. We're off to a really good start. I got booted. Morning, Joe. Paul got booted. Good, just like you got booted the other day in the hockey game. Woo, Canada! Matt Long, what's going on, man? Broke the algorithm, that's it. Okay, now we're 11-8. We had a little bit of a stronger start. Joe, what's going on? Look at those boots. You going shoe shopping this weekend, buddy? Guys, tell me, how is the audio? I'm experimenting with the new mic today. Dennis, my man, I've got this little mic here. I got this new one from Hollyland, and oh, Joe got booted too. Look at you guys all getting booted. Sounds good to you guys? Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, these are cool. I shouldn't have got the white one. It kind of stands out a little bit too much. Running things, what's up? Sounds good. Thanks, Joe. Hollyland. Yeah, they make good stuff, right? My last mics were okay. They worked, but they stopped charging. So I got these ones, and they're kind of neat. They've got like a magnet on the back, and it's actually a very, very strong magnet. And it'll even go through like the visor of your hat kind of a thing. Sounds good. Awesome. Micro Bees came in yesterday. Micro Bees are so good. I've actually got another one sitting right back here, still brand new in package. And I've been waiting forever for a Furatech brushless system to come in for it. And it's supposed to be here next week. So you still sound Canadian. Thanks, bud. Yeah, I got one of these. Furatech is sending over a brushless system. They call it the Grasshopper, I think. It's supposed to be pretty badass. So I'm looking forward to that. Getting that sucker going again. That is like the most fun you can have for like $120 or something for an RC. Those little Micro Bees are fantastic. So I hope everyone's having a good weekend. What's it all about? Mark Bryan, what's going on, brother? Hope everyone's having a good weekend, guys. Yeah, last Saturday I wanted to stream. That was a scheduled stream day, but yeah, my nephew came out from Ontario, all the way out east, came out here to BC, and with his girlfriend. They're university students, first-year university students, so he brought her out to show her Vancouver Island, and they had a great time. So it was just really soaking in some good family time. But we sent them home yesterday, so streaming Saturday is now streaming Sunday. What's it all about? Mark Bryan is here. Hello, Mark Bryan. Everybody's here. So yeah, thanks for coming on board, guys. Today, the last couple live streams I've done builds. Today I don't have a build to, well, I do have a build to do. I technically do have a build. Oh my gosh, look how beautiful this thing is. But I don't want to build it on this stream because I've never built one of these before. And you guys that have built a lot of kits, you know, you can almost like, you know, like with certain Tamiya kits, you can almost just kind of like go through the build and not be, not have to pay the most attention. It almost becomes automatic to a point. I've never built one of these, and I just really want to focus on the build and take my time. So I'm not going to do it on a stream where I'm, you know, talking to everybody. Pete's here. What's up, buddy? Building and painting Porsche wheels. But yeah, look how nice that is, guys. Like, blister packaging. Metal gears everywhere. It's got a chain drive or belt drive option. You can go either way with it, which is super cool. You know, the little spools there for the front and rear gearboxes. Man, this thing is just gorgeous. So that will be done on Phil's time. I just want to put on some tunes and just really kind of get into this one and enjoy it. Pete Wiley gets a gold star today for making me almost spit out my coffee watching his video this morning when he busts out that the Arma Creighton is as good as a Tamiya Mad Bull. There you have it. The Arma Creighton's as good as a Tamiya Mad Bull. See you next time. Oh, that was funny. Oh, you made me laugh, Pete. That was awesome, dude. Paul Holt from the UK. What's up, brother? Lee Ball. What's going on, buddy? Probably not quite as good. Maybe just a little off the mark, but hey. Oh, that had me going. What else can I tell you guys? Did you guys watch the videos of me racing this thing? It is an exceptional indoor carpet track racer in bone stock format with a dirt-tuned Tamiya motor, which is not a race motor at all. But I didn't intend to race it inside on carpet, but that's what ended up happening. And guys, this thing is awesome on the track. It is so good on an indoor track. Yes, you do need to watch Pete's video. Make sure you watch Pete Wiley's video from today, guys. Always good for a laugh. How's Victoria Island today? It's good, buddy. It's been raining like crazy. But hey, at least it's not snowing and airplanes are flipping over like they are in Ontario right now. So I'll take rain over that kind of chaos any day. James is here. What's up, James? But yeah, this thing was just awesome on carpet, guys. I know I'm, plugging these CNHL batteries a lot, but I got to tell you, these are really fantastic packs. I was running these in both the Dirtmaster and in the Durga, 8,200 milliamps, 2S, 120C, 7.6 volt, and it fits. Like it's got a surprisingly small footprint for such a high milliamp rating. I almost thought it might be fake, like they may have amplified their numbers, as so many manufacturers are known to do these days. But guys, I ran this thing for probably 20 or more minutes on that track. And I think I'm being generous. I want to say probably 25 minutes of just turning laps and racing it as hard as I can. And when I got home and tested the voltage, I was at like 3.98. Like I was halfway through the battery. So just something to think about if you're looking for batteries. They're inexpensive and they're freaking awesome. And I do have an affiliate link, so I get to make a buck. So shameless self-promotion, but honestly, I love these batteries. I think you guys would like them too. So if you're looking for some, check them out. But yeah, back to this thing. It was phenomenal on the track. The Durga, like I was overdriving the heck out of the Durga, and I hadn't driven one I've never driven one, and I hadn't raced in a really long time. So I had the Durga down on the mat first. So I was definitely overdriving it. I was kind of excited and, nerves and all that. But here, actually, I'll grab it. I was definitely overexcited and driving the wheels off of it. It handled great. It pushes a lot into a turn. So it kind of felt a little heavier, a little more bricky than this thing. But once I got the hang of it, it was going great. But then I broke a front, or I lost a front. They have like a 10 mil hex in these. It's kind of like a weird, super thin 10 mil hex. And I ended up breaking it, putting the tire back on. So I got to order some new ones. So that one's kind of dead in the water. Are you going to Right Place RC Run to 100? Ooh, I didn't even know he was doing that. More vids of racing. Yeah. No, I won't be doing the right vid Speedrun 100 thing. I'm not a fast person. Like I have a hard time going past 50. I got my Arma Mojave 6S, which is huge. I got that thing going 60 miles per hour, and like, I don't know, man. I get too jittery. I'm like, this thing is going to kill somebody or me. I don't trust myself to go that fast. So no, no, I'll just stick around being slow. And as for more racing videos, yes, 100%. That race league that I was with, the Souk Scale Racing guys, if anyone here is from Vancouver Island, I know some of you guys are, but yeah, those guys were the coolest. And it was just fun, We've got 2 other race leagues here on Vancouver Island. but they're pretty serious, you know, like they're racing X-rays, and I'm just not into it, man. I'm not into it. Like I love racing, but it's like, it's so serious, and I'm not serious about it. I'm not, you know, I like the fun element. So racing with these guys that I raced these two vehicles with, they were a great group. I mean, there was one point I scanned the room a few times when I was filming, and everybody in the room has a smile on their face, you know? And I did that multiple times, and I'm kind of like, you know, scanning with the GoPro, and everybody's just smiling, having fun. And it was cool. You know, we turned a bunch of laps. Hey man, here, try this. Give your controller to a guy, and, you know, we're trading cars around, driving different vehicles. It was the most fun I've had RC racing that I can really remember. So I will definitely be back doing it. They had to change their schedule to Fridays. So last Friday, I had my nephew come. This coming Friday, I'm going to be out of town. So I won't have anything for you guys for a little bit, for a couple more weeks, but it is coming down the pipeline. Matt, I saw your message there. I know you guys have like that constant thing where you can see it on the side, but I don't have that. Like your messages pop up on my monitor and they fade away. So if I don't respond to you guys and you want me to respond, just throw your question back up there. You know, copy and paste it or something if you want that. Because as I'm blabbering on, sometimes it times out on my monitor and I don't get to see it. Serious Nature Racing, everyone gets way into it, starts getting mad. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I stopped racing a few years ago, about 10 years ago. And my moment of like, okay, I've had enough, was watching a grown man take a Tamiya M05. We were racing M05. It was like a stock class that we raced, 2200 kV, 2S lipos. It was the most fun race course class that we had. And a guy he was like a professional RC guy. I'm not going to say who he was. And he was having a hard time getting the car working for him. And he lost it after a bad lap or whatever, and he whipped it against the wall, and the thing, you know, exploded into a million pieces. And there were like little kids there, and the kids started crying. And I was like, you, sir, are a dick. And that was it. That was the last time I'd raced. So it just, yeah, it gets that way with some guys, and they can really ruin it for a lot of people. 100%, it's got to be fun. Pete's on the beer already. I'd love to join you guys for a beer, but it's 9 a.m. And turns out if you start drinking beer at 9 a.m., they've got words. They got labels for folks like that. I don't want that label just yet. Jeeps Cafe, what is going on, my man? What is shaking, homie? So guys, yeah, again, I don't have a full build today, so we're going to kind of muck around a little bit. We're going to do a little bit of maintenance. It's 12 p.m. for Joe. It's getting old every Sunday. All right, man, I'll do it for you next time, okay? I'll probably be drunk by the end of it, but, you know, that's fine. 6 p.m. in Norway. Good. James, never too early, my man. Yeah, I hope this time works for you guys. I mean, again, it's 9 a.m. here, you know, so I get up around 6:37, have my coffee, go online, you know, watch a few YouTube videos, whatever, get caught up on whatever, social media. 6 p.m. in Slovenia, beautiful. Yeah, that's good. So I try and catch most of you guys. 5 p.m. in the UK, Craft Knit. So, hi, Craft Knit. So, I saw you were like one of the first ones on today. The Dune Master out for a run. Yes. Man, those Dune Masters look so good. I haven't seen stock in Canada yet, but I definitely want to grab one. How's the weather? Pissing down in the UK. Typical UK. Yeah, so today, guys, I'm going to take this lovely machine, the Ralarlo XTS F10. When I did my review on it, I broke a couple little pieces. Nothing too major, actually, considering the amount of abuse we put it through. Phil and Mark should do a group on drinking and doing a Tamiya build. What do you think, Mark? You want to do it? I'm down. We'll just get all pissed up, and it's got to be a basic chassis. We got to do like CW01s or something. CCO2s. Or TTO2s, sorry. Your first micro crawler event last night brought your buddy. Now he's in the hobby. Beautiful. Good work, man. Dinner time for Dennis. Dennis, you guys having some more stroopwafels? Stroopwafel for dinner? Maybe not for dinner. Maybe dessert. Alcohol and Tammy. Yeah, build a grasshopper. You know what I mean? Like something basic because, you know, building something, you know, four-wheel drive, belt drive with adjustments, fine tuning, you know, setting pinion mesh, might not be the best decision. But yeah, so here's what they sent over. Here's what I broke. They've got this. Well, here, I'll show you the part first. So these are the body retainers for the side of the body. They kind of go in right here, and they work really, really well. Like this chassis. Well, these bodies are very, very wide. The track width of this chassis is extremely wide. So it doesn't fit a lot of standard bodies because everything's just so wide. So they came up with this sort of neat system here. But the weak point of it is there's this little sort of hinge Dewey. Let's see you guys compare the DTO 403. Oh, that would be cool. Yeah, they've got this little kind of butterfly looking hinge thing, and it's I'll say it's susceptible to breaking, and mine broke after a couple harsh landings. So I'm going to replace those today. I've been meaning to do this for a long time, and Rolarlo was great. I'll tell you, like this buggy this rally car, I should say, blew me away. This thing was absolutely nuts. But when I broke the parts, most of you guys are probably familiar with Annie Rolarlo. She's kind of my rep that I deal with. I think a lot of us deal with her. I know Mark does, and she's great. And she's so good. Like, hey, did you break anything? I'm like, yeah, sure did. So she just sent me over some parts for free. So that was kind of cool. So I've got those to do. And then I've also got a little more Rolarlo work. Have a good day, everyone. Battery finished charging. See you, Joe. Bryce, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for coming in. When I was reviewing this guy, we were at the skate park and we were sending it. It flew really high. This machine is just wild. And I ended up taking one bad hit. I landed like this, and I broke the rear, what do you call that? The rear hub, I guess. So they sent me a replacement hub as well. So just a little bit of maintenance today, a little bit of chit chat. And I have a beer with you guys since you're pressuring me so much, but I drank them all last night. So, and it's 9. So we'll save that for next time. How am I going to do this? I think I just have to replace these ones. Yeah, like this whole mechanism kind of rests on this one tiny little nub here. And, you know, when that guy breaks off, stick a fork in it, bud, because you're done. And then when this goes in here, how does that stay on? That's a mystery. Might have to put a screw in it or something. A teeny little tiny long screw. That's what she said. Hey-oh. Bryce, what's new and exciting down in sunny California? I hope your place isn't on fire. That'd be bad. Brako from Croatia. Kako si. Wow, we got some Croatians here. Beautiful, beautiful. Dobro. Look at this. Look at this. Patio furniture was shaken, buddy. That's about the extent of my Croatian. Kako si, Karlivačko pivo, and a bunch of swear words. That's about all I remember. No fires in the Bay Area. Beautiful, beautiful. I saw your video today, Bryce, but I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. It came up, but I just running out of time. I'll check it out later. Just realized you're on. What's up, Ben? Karlivačko, haha, gotta love it. The Mason family's here, the royal wonton Bassets. Honda City pricing, 164 in Singapore, 1 a.m. Wow, you guys are hardcore. Hardcore in Singapore. I love it. I can send you a beer a lot better than Karlivačko. It's piss water. Oh no, is it really? I was in Bosnia in 2012. I went to visit some family there, went to Croatia, Bosnia, and I remember I was in a little town called Kresovo. My cousins lived there. And I was like, let's go get some beer. And bought a case of Karlivačkos. And it was so cheap, I remember. And I remember asking my cousin, I was like, how old do you have to be to buy beer here? And she like kind of like looks at me like this. She's like, you have to know how to walk? Like my people. Those are my people right there. Karlivačko is a big brand that they sponsor the Croatian soccer team, though, don't they? I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So what else are you guys working on this weekend? Light it up. Let's let everyone know who's working on what. You going racing? You fixing something? You like that beer, though. Drink it up here in Slovenia all the time. Yeah, right on. Good. Fixing a new late model. Nice, nice. RC10 four-wheel drive. Guys, thanks for bringing that up, Mad B. Let's talk about that. Ay, ay, ay. What a beauty. Pissing down rain. Okay. I thought it was Karlivačko. Gonna plan a crawler course for my backyard. Nice, dude. Installing a torque tune in a Lunchy. Beautiful. Beautiful. Torque tune's really nice in a Lunchy. And I know you're not supposed to do it, but I'll say it. If you really want to get fun and flirty with it, throw a little 3S pack in there just for, you know, just to get crazy for a minute or two. And you'll see that sucker really come to life. Yeah, but that new RC10 four-wheel drive, guys, wow, it's going to be expensive. Like, we all know it's going to be grossly expensive. But I shared Associated dropped a video, I think it was today, really kind of getting into some of the nuts and bolts of that release. I shared it in the Facebook group. I don't know if you guys watched it or not yet, but check it out. It's on YouTube. It's in the Facebook group as well. And they said in 85, it was, I forget the driver's name. Don't quote me on it. Cliff Lett, I think maybe. He won the two-wheel drive championship with his RC10. They said what we didn't know is that he also came in second place in four-wheel drive with that RC10 four-wheel drive model. It was like a spec model they made. And I guess he said in the video, they say that they had an agreement with Yokomo not to go into production on it. That is interesting. Grabbing an M07. Ooh, M07. Which one's that? M07. That's like that new kind of fancy looking spaceship looking thing, I think. Jam and Jay. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, Jay Halsey. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Yeah. So you guys watched it then. Or at least you have your RC history dialed in a lot better than I do. But I thought that was really cool. I thought it was really neat. What am I doing here? How do you go? You go like that? Is that the same part? This part, the replacement part has this like little lip on the end of these two. And the ones that I have with the kit don't have that. Interessante. And I still don't really realize or understand how this is going to work. Oh, L and R. They are labeled. Beautiful. So if I put this little flappy doodad on here, this is a little hinge mechanism. This little guy, it kind of goes in this little notch right here, and that's what kind of locks your side body in place. I probably just have to put a screw in it. See if I have a really skinny, long screw. It's like an odd shape. I bet you that's what the deal is. Building a TT02BR. Ooh, I bet these might work. Have any of you guys seen those Don't forget thumbs up. Yeah, give a like, guys. That would be amazing. YouTube currency. Like, share, subscribe. You know how it goes. Thanks, James. What was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh, yeah. The TTO2, there's like TTO2 style like knockoffs you can find on like Banggood, AliExpress. They're all carbon fiber and aluminum. I'm really tempted to try one of those. Has anyone here tried those? Any kind of, positive or negative feedback on those? YouTube beer money. Yeah, buddy. That's pretty much all it is beer money at this point. So just trying to make a living at it. We'll see. This might not work. That's still too big. Yeah, I'm tempted to get one. What is it? PPS or PPB, I think, is the company name. I need like the smallest. We're building the Wild One blockhead on and off. Oh, I'm getting really dirty. Some parts don't fit properly. Okay. Yeah, I've kind of heard similar things, right? Like hit and miss, sloppy aluminum parts, etc. But they're inexpensive. Like the price point on them is really good. And of course, you see the carbon fiber and aluminum. It's so shiny. You're like, yeah, I think I want one of those. Am I going to make this work? Nope, that's too big. I really should have planned this out better. Oh, this is the screw. This is the screw we need. Yeah, buddy. The 3 Racing Carbon TTO1, like, you're pretty intercompatible. Okay, cool. Three Racing makes good stuff. There we go. Nice skinny long screw. And this sucker is on there. Grabbing some dinner. You got to eat. Guys got to eat. See you when you come back. We're on for a few hours. So, all right, I got it. So, yeah, these skinny, long Tamiya screws, this would be a screw that you'd find that you would use, say, like putting like an ABS body together, or even like a chrome bumper on like a Lexan body. Those kind of really skinny metal screws. Nice shiny. I think they're stainless, actually. That is going to save my bacon and get this thing working again. I hope. What else can I tell you guys? Oh yeah, I've got the Arma Big Rock. I've got one of those coming. I think it's going to be here tomorrow. So I'm super excited for that. I got to take off on Thursday. I'm leaving. I got to go to Alberta for a few days. So I'll be out of commish for a while. So I'm going to get that review done lickety split and have that for you guys next week. I'm so stoked for that truck. That thing looks so good. Which to build Claude Avante Stewed, optimized critically all late models. Oh boy. Those are some serious choices, man. If you got time and want to really enjoy it, build the Avante. That is the nicest build in the history of builds. All right. See you, Gergo. Take care, man. Photos can be misleading on those TTO2 conversions. Yeah, they sure can, right? They make everything look so perfect, and that's how they get you. Caught my attention, I'll tell you. Now, does this work? Did I do this right? Probably not. I did. I think. Yeah, buddy. We got her. All right, one down, one to go. Maintenance day. Yeah, the little nub, it's like right there. Well, it's not there anymore, but you can see where it used to be. It's pretty fragile, so if you land one of these XTS F10s on their sides, it's the first thing that's going to break. 0-time motors for the Clodbuster. Yeah, buddy. I put in 20-turn HPI something or others. They're a good upgrade. You know, they're not crazy fast. I was right about to say, Mark. Yeah, Holmes Hobbies. Holmes Hobbies, man. Retro sports. They're awesome. Tons of options. Craft Knit. So what were you saying there? You had something about, you asked, I think, about a noob style build. Trying to keep up to everything here. I think you asked what was a good noob build. This will be way easier. Apart from lunchbox. Yeah, there you go. DTO3, good answer. DTO3s are good. What else is an easy build? Even TTO2s. TTO2s are pretty straightforward. Grasshopper, Hornet, Hornet Evo. Super simple. Or even like the wild one. I had an issue. I think a few guys did. I know the guys from, what is it? RC. Are you going to be running the Mojave soon? Yes. Mambo Mel, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night. Will I be running the Mojave? Yes, I will be. I don't know if I told you guys in the last stream, I went up to Tofino, this town. It's like a 4.5, 5-hour drive kind of thing. And, you know, I brought like 5 different cars. I was going to run them all on the beach. Mojave was one of them. Same with the Fury 223S. That thing is awesome. Brought them all up there, but I decided to drive my Camry, which the driver's seat, like I love that car. It's awesome, but it's 40 years old and it's a little on the worn in side, you could say. The driver's seat's pretty worn in and it tweaked my back and I couldn't walk. I could barely get out of bed for 2 days. So I didn't get any filming done. So that was a big waste of time and money, but whatever, it's how it goes. But yeah, long answer to it. Yeah, long answer long. I will be 100%. Whoopa. Yeah, these Armas, like I'm really becoming a big Arma fan. The value, like the bang for the buck, guys, like it's absolutely nuts. Like that big rock I just picked up, it's 10 scale, good for 2 to 3S. I see guys even running it on 4S. Brushless, completely ready to run, bulletproof tough, shipped everything to your door, taxes in 500 Canadian. That is an amazing value if you think about it. Sorry, James, I saw your thing there. What's on your workbench? Need more room, something? Sorry, I saw it a little bit late. I gotta find another one of these tiny screws. Anything sub 200, beginner friendly. Yeah, good point. Any challenge videos coming up? We are just gonna do the speedrun challenge that's coming up. I'll announce that chassis in June, and we're gonna race through July. Other than that, I don't have any like big challenges set up, guys. I think I'm working with RTR Hobby right now. We'll do like a small giveaway on some drifters. On I don't know if you guys saw my videos on that little 143 scale. There's that little Porsche drift video that I did last week or 2 weeks ago. I've got one more of those coming over, and I asked them if they'd donate one to the viewers as well to the channel. So I'm going to give one of mine away. They're going to give an extra one away. So that'll be coming up soon. But the big one's the speedrun challenge. It's grown to a point where it's like, it's a lot to manage and it's hard to like keep producing content. And I do this for a living. So it's important to keep producing content to keep some revenue coming in. Because revenue levels are really low. So, I just have to be cautious with how many events are being organized because it takes away from just making content. It's fun. Like the best part about the speedrun challenge is like just for me anyway, is just everyone coming together, is meeting all these cool people, having so much fun. Jacko Trades speedrun, his ears just perked up. Pete's a big Arma guy. Pete Wiley loves his Armas. Even if they're not quite as good as a Tamiya Mad Bull. Look at this bin of random Tamiya screws. These are all extra Tamiya screws. Yeah, it is, man. I don't know how some guys do it. Like Mark Santa Maria, like he makes a video like every day or two. Like, I don't know how he does it. He's always positive and happy. I'm like, dude, I need to sleep. I don't know how he does it. The guy's a beast. More polka, yes. I might switch up the genre of the speedrun song this year. But believe me, it'll be annoying. It'll get stuck in your head. You'll be singing it for months to come. I think what I might do is put together like, do you guys remember like in the 80s and 90s, there were those music compilation CDs, I think it was like Time Life Music. And it's like, all the Christmas hits, that kind of, silly nonsense. I was thinking about doing like a funny video. It's like a commercial like that, like make a parody of those old commercials, but take all these Poor Boys RC songs that I've been using and throw them all like onto a virtual CD and just, give them away. I think it'd be funny. I told my wife, she's like, that's friggin' hilarious. We got to do this. She likes jumping in on weird projects like that. So we'll do it. I just got to figure out how to film it. Like I want it to be like hilarious and like just cheesy and silly, Oops. My brain wouldn't stop until that bin was sorted. Look at this thing, dude. It's chaos. I don't know what to do with it. Like, there's just so many. I've got like just bins and bins and bins of screws. So I end up just kind of dumping it and looking for what I need, finding it and putting it all back. There we go. Screw spare parts bin to the rescue. Look at that. And I don't know how many of you guys out there have driven the Relarlo XTS F10, but if you haven't driven one, I would strongly suggest that you try one. These rally cars are absolutely nuts. This is built off their, I think their Omni Terminator chassis, which is like a monster truck, four-wheel drive monster truck. It's basically that chassis. I think it's even the same suspension. So, you're talking a 10 scale rally car with like gigantic shocks. And these shocks are so nice. If you go on their website, they're even cheap to buy. Like I want to buy these and put them on other trucks, other kits, because they're very inexpensive. And they're just incredible. They feel so good. The way this whole chassis is just built and the way everything works, like, man, I cannot say enough good things about this thing. The only issue I would say is the body mount system up front here where it clips in. Sometimes you really have to kind of like give it a good crunch. And it does pop open sometimes, so that could be improved. But man, that's a pretty small little small issue to have, if you even want to call it an issue. Bam, bam. So those two are back on. Annie Relarlo, if you ever watch this video, thanks so much for sending those over. That's awesome. This baby is back in action. Saw some comments there, guys. Sorry I missed you. I think I saw something about a Hornet Evo speedrun. We might do that. It's a chassis that Hornet speedrun challenge, and you have to use a stock suspension tires. I design you. Hello, hello. Liking that new shell? Yeah, I did a full video on this body. I went crazy with the 7-Eleven livery, as you can see. Just kind of had some fun with the 7-Eleven colors and their logo. Tried to kind of take that logo design and barf it all over a body. I think it came out pretty good. What I really should do is get some panel line tape, because especially when you're changing colors like that from panel to panel, by having that thin panel line tape, it really gives you that nice pop. But I didn't. I really got to get around to doing that someday. But these things, man, oh, they're so good. They've got these crawler speedrun. These kind of a drift spec, not drift spec. I mean, it's a nice soft rubber, but you know, not a super aggressive rally style tread pattern on there. So you can do a lot of really cool stuff with this thing. You know, you can drift it on pavement, run through dirt. Just such a cool car. Yeah, speedrun, I don't know. You know, I think every week I get at least half a dozen people ask me, you know, Instagram, Facebook, all sorts of messages, you know, WhatsApp. Hey man, what's the speedrun challenge chassis going to be this year? Everybody wants a heads up. And honestly, I don't even know. Like, I just to ensure that there's no funny business going on. Like, I don't even think about it until it's like pretty much like go time. That was kind of how I approached my post-secondary education. And City Turbo Speedrun, comical chassis. Comical chassis would be fun. I am leaning towards something that I think, don't quote me on any of this. I might change my mind. I see something shiny and my brain changes wavelengths. But I think that it would be fun to do something, another chassis that's Lunchbox Speedrun. That was the first one we did. That's the very first one we ever did. It was the CW01. And Bryce, who's still on here, I think, what do you hit, Bryce? Like 80 miles per hour or something silly? That's when I met you. Yeah, comical would be awesome. That's what I'm thinking. Like something that, you know, like the TT02s and stuff that are going 120 miles per hour it's incredible. But it kind of, it weeds some people out of the challenge. I want it to be kind of open. I want everyone to really kind of get into it. In fact, what I was thinking of doing was getting a few of you guys, and some of you know who you are. We've already talked about this. I want to get a few of you guys together, maybe just like on a you know, a call like this, or like, you know, a Zoom call or something. And watching from London, Darren, what's up, buddy? Yeah, get a couple guys together, put our heads together on how to kind of set the classes up and, you know, discuss the chassis, things like that, because yeah, I just want it to be really fun for everybody. You know, it's important to have a stock class, something that, you know, people can just kind of run what they have and have some fun with it. But then it's also important to have something insane, you know, for guys like Bryce and for the other boys that like to, you know, 3D print parts and, you know, custom machining and stuff like that. And that's very exciting to see. And it's very exciting to see that spectrum of cars racing. So, I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Radioactive Scale RC watching from Alberta. What's up, man? I'm going to be in Edmonton this weekend. Where are you at? I got to get out there. I got an issue I have to deal with in Edmonton. Business issue I have to deal with there. So actually I plan on bringing some vehicles because I like to go through Jasper on the way in, and I think I'm going to bring my drone out there, get some nice shots and take some crawlers out. Medicine Hat, very cool. Medicine Hat, never been there. Sounds cold. ORV chassis would be cool. I thought about that. I think the challenge with the ORV chassis in a speed run is a couple things. First of all, the gearbox can't handle much. So one thing I think is important when choosing a chassis for the speed run challenge is to keep costs in mind. And so to go ORV means if you're going to speed run, you're going to have to put in an MIP ball diff, or I've seen those carbon fiber braces instead of like that thin kind of metal, you know, chassis plate, or I'm sorry, gearbox plate. I've seen some carbon fiber ones that I've heard will hold the stock diff together. If anyone has experience with that, let me know. I was, thinking about even just buying one just to test it to see if it works. But yeah, long story short, you know, if you have to buy the chassis and then buy upgrades for the gearbox just so it works, and then buy different dog bones so it works, you know, you start, yeah, the price starts adding up. And, you know, a lot of people are on a budget. And I want to keep this as fun and friendly for those people that are on a budget and make sure they have their own class that they can race in and everyone can get into it. Alberta Badlands. Yeah. I used to go crawling in, what's that place with all the dinosaurs? Drumheller. I lived in Alberta for about 6 years. I've been away for about 10 now. But, yeah, Drumheller. We used to take our crawlers out there. Yeah, that are all the hoodoos crawling around the hoodoos and stuff. What's that, Horseshoe Canyon? We used to go crawling through Horseshoe Canyon there. It was awesome. But yeah, Speedrun Challenge coming up. Yeah, well, I'll announce the chassis in June. Maybe like a week before June, we'll see. That way people have a month to get it, you know, do what they got to do to it to make it work. Again, trying to keep budget in mind so it's not something crazy expensive. And then we're going to race through the month of July. So it'll be a kind of a 2-month thing. So announcement, you know, testing, tuning in June, and then racing through the month of July. And that'll be it, just 4 weeks instead of 6 or whatever we've done in the past. We've done some longer runs in the past. I think it starts, two things happen when it goes too long. Number one, it just starts to just lose momentum naturally. It's fun for only so long. And so it starts to lose momentum. And then the other thing is we get some sandbaggers. I've noticed a couple people, I won't name names, but a couple people that will watch from the sidelines, see what people are doing, and then come in with like 2 weeks to go with a rocket, a missile of a car. And I think that also takes away from the spirit of it. With RC Sparks, I would love to. He moved out east. Easier to work on than the other. Come on, Pete. I watched your videos. You loved it. You loved working on that thing. Watching Pete just stressing, working on his MF-01X week after week was actually kind of funny. Not to mention the fact that, like, you just run at 60 miles per hour into a giant dirt bank covered in tall grass and the thing just launches through the air every time. That's funny. That's funny stuff. Tom Newton, hi from the UK. Another UK viewer. Thank you for watching, mate. I hope you are enjoying the rain. Tamiya Mini. Yeah, minis could be good. Minis are cool. Minis, comicals, you know, I think Clodbusters would honestly be a lot of fun, but then you're looking at, you know, a big price point. And then to get them to go fast and everything else, There's still a lump in my leg. I believe it, man. You got smoked, Pete. That was funny. That was really funny. That parking lot that you're in is like the most dubious parking lot to be speedrunning. It's like there's bumps everywhere, the car's in the air half the time. It's exciting, you know? You're gonna get a lot of views out of it, that's for sure. Switching gears real quick, guys. So the XTS10 is all fixed up. Now this little fella, the X12S, I broke a rear hub. And yeah, Larlo's great, man. I'm testing your cars and I'm breaking them and they're just sending me parts. So that's pretty cool. So we're gonna replace this hub here. Get this bad boy back in action. And again, for the price of this thing, I think these are $179.99 US from Merlarlo. And if you want to get one, I do have an affiliate link down below. But these are absolutely bonkers, man. If you guys didn't watch my video with it, I'm not a big go to the skate park and launch your car on a million feet in the air, destroy it and go, kind of guy. But I did do that a little bit with this one because it wanted to. I did like a nice easy jump. I'm like, man, this thing just wants more. And then I gave a little more and then a little more. And then it just, before you know, we're doing backflips 20 feet in the air. Is it bigger than the Grom I saw? Where's my Grom? I got to raffle off some cars, guys. This place is getting crazy. All right. Grom BLX and X12S. There you go. You don't have to stare at my ugly face. Hi, guys. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so we're about the same. Ba-bow, ba-bow. These things are ballistic too, guys. So much fun. See you, Pete. Thanks for coming out, man. You're the best. Hope your leg feels better. Yeah, a little bit bigger. And just absolutely ballistic when it comes to just performance. Look at this little chassis. Look at that little motor in there. Oh my gosh. And like, they're beautiful. They're so nice. They look great. Like, they're just stupidly overbuilt. Like, look at that bell crank. Look at that steering bell crank system. It's so overbuilt for what it is. Like, I've had 8-scale vehicles that aren't built this stout, you know? So these things just want to go. And whatever this gray plastic is they use, it's got some flex to it. Like, it's just, they're killing it, guys. This is a company I say keep an eye on because they are killing it. How's my back? Yeah. You know, every day it's a different story. You know, it's okay, man. Like, I can move, you know, I can walk pretty good. You know, there's good days and bad days. Like I said, I drove 4.5 hours in my Camry, and the seat's not the most comfortable. It's kind of like, you know, it kind of does one of these, and it just threw everything way out, and I was a mess for a week again. But yeah, all in all, it's, I don't know, it's 5 out of 10, you know, but we're living with it. Yeah, could be worse, right? So I just don't want surgery. I saw you said you're healing up from surgery, and they tell me that, you know, my neck, they're like, it's only a matter of time. Like, you will need surgery. I'm like, well, I'm not doing it. So I'm being stubborn. Old guys unite. That's right, man. Yeah. Yeah. How are you doing, man? How's your back? Are you gonna come out of this thing all right? So one thing that happens with any kind of spinal surgery, right? They're like, you do one and there's never one. I don't know anyone that has one back surgery. It could be mine. Poor Sean Moreland. He's on here sometimes. I don't know if you're on today, Sean, but he's always having issues too. 4 weeks out, pretty much pain-free. Well, that's good, man. Good. Hey, dude, that's awesome. If you're feeling pain-free, then awesome. I'm very happy to hear that. That's what it's all about. Look at this crack. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. The bottom of the hub. This thing, I got to get a better camera here. How do I focus this? Nah, you can't really see it. There it is. There it is. Hit 50 and bits fall off. Yeah, that's what my sister said. Hit 50 and everything just falls apart. Almost there. Almost there. 3.5 more years. Yeah, getting old is real. Surgeries are real. Got to take care of your body, man. You only get one. So, and back pain is just the worst too, isn't it? Like, there's nothing like having a screwed up back. It affects everything. It affects cognitive function. That's a big thing that I noticed was between the low back and the neck injuries, that when it gets really bad and everything just gets inflamed, and, you know, there's a major cognitive functionality decrease. Like, I won't drive my car sometimes. I feel like I'm drunk. Like, on a bad back day, I'm like, ooh, like I'm seeing stars and stuff. Like, I feel like I'm concussed, you know? So I won't even drive my vehicle. Like, I just stay home because I'm not fit to be in society those days. So as a full-time YouTuber, like, I don't put out as much content as guys that have full-time jobs and are YouTubers, because pretty much just because of, you know, back issues. It's tough to you know, record and be ducking and moving and, you know, walking on dirt and skate ramps and everything else and not falling over. And so usually by the time I'm done, it's like my back is done and I got to like lay down and ice it and do the whole thing. So it takes a couple days to edit, you know, so I just move a little slower. Don't get old. Moral of the story. Just say no to getting old. Saw your thing there, Mark, and then it went away. I gotta find a way to keep all those comments up full time so they don't just. My searching the spine. I should be in a wheelchair. Yeah. Yeah, I saw Mark. Mark, you showed me your X-ray, buddy. That was something. So there we go. We can have live streams, RC, and like a crappy spinal support group at the same time. It is nice knowing that you're not the only one, though, going through it. Because when you are, it's crazy. The disc they were cutting out was out of place by 8 mils. Yikes. 8 mils. That's far. Crazy, man. I remember when mine exploded and I was in the hospital. They took the MRI, and then, yeah, they gave me this big shot of Dilaudid. Raise your hand if you ever had a shot of Dilaudid before. That stuff is, what do they say? It's 10 times stronger than morphine. Like, it makes morphine look like Tylenol, man. And then you're like, woo. And anyway, he's like, yeah, if your back was, if that disc, the disc that popped out, he said if it was, there was 1 millimeter left. And he said if that 1 millimeter was gone, it would have been surgery right away. They would have removed it and put in like a titanium disc or something like that, whatever material. I think it's titanium. So he's like, yeah, but you've got 1 millimeter, so we'll try and work with that. so we're trying to work with that. Dilaudid is amazing. Yeah, dude. It's amazing, all right. Highly addictive, too. That stuff is... Yeah, I mean, it works, right? Obviously, it works very, very well. Fused with rods here. Oh, wow. Yeah, joking aside. Yeah, it is. It is good to know you're not alone. Because it messes with your head, man. I was really into powerlifting. I was into weightlifting when I was younger, kind of bodybuilding through my 20s, and I got into powerlifting in my 30s. And I was always very proud of the fact I trained with a lot of guys. I did a lot of steroids. Guys that like professionals, you know, like competed and stuff. And I never did that stuff. I was always, you know, the natural guy, right? And I was happy to be that. But I was very strong, and I was able to, you know, I could deadlift almost 500 pounds. I could squat 400, bench almost 400. So you go from like being very strong, just good. You feel good, body, mind, everything feels good. And then your back goes. And then you can't dress yourself. You can't get out of bed in the morning. You know, my wife has to pull me out of bed and help me put my underwear on. You know what I mean? It's like, it messes with this. So it is important to be able to talk about it with people. And, you know, you're not alone. It happens, man. It happens to so many of us. Yeah. So it's good. It's good we can talk about this stuff. There was a time in the world where you kind of just like be ashamed of it, you know, and hold it in to yourself, not say anything. So we live in a different time now. And I think that's one of the good things about the time we live in today. It's like people talk about stuff like this now. It's not taboo to talk about your feelings as a dude. Boxer lifter support group. That's right. Yeah. You were a boxer, Reg? Is that your physical drug of choice? What am I doing here? Which one of these is it? Left or right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, we got parts flying out. No, I wear boxers. Oh, that's amazing. I'm a paramedic in the UK. Back injuries are rife. Yeah, I've been lucky in 20 years. Yeah, awkward lifting is the worst. That's how it gets you. What am I doing? Bearings. What about bearings? You go in there. Yeah, I don't know what kind of material Relarlo uses here. The plastic just kind of looks and feels a little bit different than most kits. But man, are these things tough. They are awesome. I can't say enough good things about them. What about you, Bryce? You're a large person. You said you're what, 6'3"? You must have some kind of back issues or something. Coughlin Corners, I just do lots of 12-ounce reps. My man. Comes in with a blazing comment. Oh, and you're the first member I've seen with a comment. That's so cool. So if you guys look at Paul's Coughlin Corners there, it's kind of neat. He's in green and he's got that grasshopper icon beside his name. So I recently started channel memberships. And so if you guys have bought into them, Paul's one of them. He's been pretty much like my longest viewer, I think. And that's neat. It's the first time I've seen it up like that. That's cool. First, yeah, that's right, man. Greetings from the Netherlands, Bas. What's going on, buddy? Back and knee herniated disc with nerve damage to my hand. Yikes, yeah, I knew there had to be something. The big guys always get it the worst, I think. So with the with Paul's Nick Coughlin corners there, you'll see, yeah, the little grasshopper icon there. So the way I set up the channel memberships is every year that you're a member, your icon changes. And I think I went up to 5 or 6 years, or maybe more. I think, no, 8 years or something. I forget. But I chose icons, and they're all like 8-bit graphic kind of looking things like that one is, like Grasshopper is. And I chose the names of Tamiya models. So yeah, there's Grasshopper, then it goes to the Hornet, then I think like Lunchbox, then it goes to Midnight Pumpkin, Monster Beetle. I think then it goes Falcon, Boomerang, Fox, and then Hulk Hogan ripping off his shirt in the ring. So yeah, I don't know, it's fun. It's cool. Something different. And yeah, thanks for doing that, Paul. It's great. It's also a little bit of a revenue stream if you're into that kind of thing. Is that separate? Hey, Shannon's here. What's up, buddy? Yes, it is separate from Patreon. Yeah, it's so where... sorry, one sec. I don't know how audio is going to be. So where Patreon is more of it's a completely separate service, a separate website from YouTube. It kind of offers the same thing though, right? Like there's like a monthly membership and you kind of get behind the scenes stuff, some, behind the scenes action. Whereas with channel memberships, it's all run through YouTube. And since it's through YouTube, you get slightly different perks that you wouldn't get through Patreon. And one of those perks is, again, what you see with Paul's name there, how he's got that little grasshopper there. Off to do some runs. See you later, Bryce. Thanks for stopping in, making some food. See you, Mark. Later, boys. Thank you all for stopping in and saying, how do you do? You guys are the best. MS Fundraiser. Phil Workshop. I'm sitting on the sofa. Yeah. Marcus, what's up, buddy? What is going on? MS Fundraiser. Speaking of fast speed runners. At the track, testing out the BLX on the NASCAR. Oh, nice, dude. How is it going? Have you turned any laps yet? More likes, dudes. Yeah, give us some more likes. 49 to 38. When we started this thing, there was like 2 people on here and it had like 6 likes. I don't know how that worked out, but it was pretty neat. I like those odds. Where do you go? Right here. Come on, you. One thing I don't like about working on smaller scale vehicles is just the dexterity of it all. Having, large hands and dealing with small screws and everything, man. Like that low C micro bead, putting a brushless system in it. I don't know how I'm going to accomplish that. I'm going to have to hire some kids to do it. Tweezers are your friends. I got a bit of a shake now too. I don't know what's going on with that. Getting old, I guess. Don't get old. Just don't do it. Say no to getting old. Huge hands on micro B. Yeah, I was actually watching Talbot last night, and he's got a micro B, and he did a bunch of upgrades to his, and yeah, I'm like, man, must be nice to have those tiny little hands, Kev. Hope for a surprise. All right. Marius, hello. When I wanted to vacuum in my shop, it sounds like a wood chipper from all the tiny parts I drop. That's funny. That is funny. Yeah, same with me, man. I've got like under my chair here, I've got one of those plastic kind of, plastic things you put on the carpet so you can roll around easy. And it's covered in like sticker fragments and little washers and E-clips and stuff. And every time I vacuum in here, same thing, like pop, 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 pop. RC Masked Master. That's a cool name. Hello. Are we Masked Master as in like, we doing like a luchador thing? That would be pretty cool. Luchador wrestling. The RC Stig. Yeah, dude. There you go. You got it. Simply V. That's awesome. It's a cool name. RC Masked Master. Very cool name. Holy RC1 mini stock cars today. Oh, wow. Tell me what car I should use for off-road racing. Has to be 110. Ooh, lots of good options. Two-wheel drive or four-wheel drive? Leave that out for now. Find a good home for that. Good source for wheels and tires for Pumpkin and the Beetle. That can be tough. The Pumpkin's tough because it's a 2-inch rim. The Beetle's a bit easier because it's a 2.2. I would say probably eBay for the most, like, at least where I live, we don't have, hobby shops don't stock a lot of Tamiya stuff. So I would probably go to eBay unless you have a local hobby shop that can get that kind of stuff in for you. Just remember the Midnight Pumpkin wheels are 2-inch diameter, so they're kind of a weird size versus the 2.2-inch on the Monster Beetle Blackfoot, which is more of a common size. That's one big difference. As for which is cheaper and faster, four-wheel drive is, four-wheel drives are easier to drive than two-wheel drives, but tend to cost a bit more because you do have more components in it. So as far as speed goes, you can get anything to go any speed in the world today in RC. Speed is just, you can make it happen in anything. So we've got guys making MFO and X's going 120 miles per hour, so you can do anything. Dirtmaster did well. Yeah, dude. We were talking about it at the start of the live stream. This thing did so well. I can't believe it. It did amazing. I loved everything about it. Even just running these stock tires, like they worked well on the carpet. Man, I can't say enough good things about this buggy, and I feel so bad that I haven't given it a proper dedicated running video yet. But it's like every time I take it out, something happens. I broke it once, and then I went to Tofino with it, and I hurt my back, and I couldn't move, so I couldn't film. So, unfortunately, the first video you guys got to see was me running this thing at a track, and which I never thought I'd do with it, but it worked exceptionally well. Dirtmaster, yeah, Dirtmaster's two-wheel drive, Dirt Cross is 4. Yeah. Yeah, and the Dune Master is two-wheel drive. The Holy Hall of Tamiya's Fill House. Yeah, right? Look at that. There's a few there. And there's like, guys, like the floor, like I'm getting, like the room is like crushing, it's getting smaller and smaller. I really do have to sell a whole bunch of these. Yeah, I'm just running out of room. I've donated a whole bunch. I'm going to donate some more to that small track that I'm racing with now. Yeah, see you, Shannon. Get you back. I spy a big Tamiya box in the background. Oh, you do. You do. How would you see that one there? That little box there? Cough, cough, run the FTX. Off-road car and try to modify it by, That's, you're all over the map. I would say trying to pick one. If you're all over the map, yeah, maybe you can start with the TT02 and just see what you want to do with it from there. I like the raffles. Yes, the raffles are working out great. Thank you to all of you guys that participate in those because they're a lot of fun. Like you say, you put a few bucks into the channel and maybe you win something out of it. We'll talk about that Tamiya box in a hot second. But before, since we're talking about raffles, again, this is the Blitzer Beetle raffle. Most of you guys know it. If you don't, I'll go through my spiel anyway. This is, you can see that paint job. Obviously, it is not your average Tamiya TS paint. That is real auto body paint. My wife painted this. She paints cars for a living, real cars. And dude, this thing it's just insane. And it's so nice. I don't want to put stickers on it. I don't even want to paint the taillights yet. Like, because if this was mine, I would want it just like this. I would not want any other color on it. I would not want stickers on it. So we're raffling this right now. If you guys go to my channel, if you want in on it, I don't think I have the link in the live stream description box right now. I usually put it in afterwards. Sorry about that. I'll get better at that. But go to any of my videos, look in the description box or in the about section, and you'll see a link to raffle where you can win this thing. This raffle is up at the end of the week, February 28th, end of the month. So this is awesome. And if you win this, if you are the winner of this one, I'm gonna communicate with you and we're gonna figure out how you want it built. This is a really exciting part about this one. Obviously, I haven't put the glass in yet, like the windshield. I haven't put the nose cone on. Obviously, this body is not complete. And there's a reason for that. And it's because if you win this, you've got some options. We can put the orange nose cone on. I'll get the wife to put some clear coat over it so the clear coat matches. And we'll put the stickers on if you want to go that whole route and make it kind of box art style. Or we can black it all out, which is what I would totally do. I would paint the nose cone black, maybe do like a satin black on the wheels so they stand out just a little bit, and just make this thing like a murdered out Beetle. Like, I can just envision it, and it would look so good. So anyway, there are some options for this, guys. Tickets are $2, and I think this is a great one to try and win and take home to your collection. 'Cause you're never going to get a paint job like that. Electric RC, what's up, buddy? In the Aboot section, that's right. Eek RC, what's up, dude? Wheels stay orange. Well, that's just it, man. You got the choice. You win it. You got some customization options. So that's kind of exciting. Just trying something different with this raffle to try and increase the what's the word I'm looking for? Interaction, the interactive nature of it. I love that part of this hobby, and being a YouTuber, I love that part of the whole YouTube hobby, RC hobby experience. Yeah, and then could you imagine like something with that kind of a paint job? I mean, I won't even tell you, like, you know, if you were to go to a body shop and ask them to paint that, you'd probably be in for a couple $100 easily. Just want to see it when it's done. Yeah, you'll see it when it's done. The draw is at the end of the month, and I'm gonna be. Yeah, once it's drawn, then we got to finish it up and everything. So we'll do it. We'll include it, like, you know, in an upcoming video, and you'll see it all done. And it's going to be awesome. Will Blitzer wheels and tires fit a DT03? I do not know. Looks great in black. Which one's the DT03? There's so many DTs. Front hubs. No, there you go. Reg knows. Well, this guy's fixed. All my Relarlos are fixed. I can go drive them again. This is awesome. Thanks, guys. What do we have for time? Well, we got lots of time. I don't know what else I'm going to do. No, that box back there, that is not mine. That big Tamiya box is the Clodbuster. That last Clodbuster video I did, the gray edition Clod, where I used like the old school Tamiya, the original promotional video. I used that as like kind of the backing track for it. That's what that is. And that doesn't belong to me. That belongs to the owners of Eliminator RC, who, you know, they've been big fans and interacted with the channel for years. Awesome guys. You know, gave us a coupon code. They're the best when it comes to like getting RC, especially Tamiya, in Canada. They're the best. Great Hobbies is also fantastic, but these guys have been around a long time helping me out. And that belongs to him. So I'm going to mail that back to him. We built it on the channel, did the running video with it. And now it's going back home to Manitoba. So that's on my to-do list for tomorrow. I've got too many clods already, man. I've got my black edition there. I've got my mod clod, which is absolutely insane. I've got to do another video on this one because the first and only video I have with this. Do you paint your own? Yes, I do, 90% of the time. This is my big boy mod clod. Jeez Louise. Yeah, this is a unit. When I built this about, 12 years ago. And, oh, looks like I got some diff issues there, maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, when I built this originally, I put Castle motors in it, 6900 kV Castle motors. And this is a Crawford Performance Engineering chassis. I forget what they called this one, but you can see it's got the 2 slots for batteries. So my thought process at the time was to run like dual 5,000 milliamp packs in, what is it, series, I think. So it's like a 10,000. Tony, yeah, you made it, buddy. Just in time for the big dog. We're just talking clodbusters here right now, but yeah, I had 6900 kV Castle brushless motors in this thing, and guys, it was so insanely fast and powerful and just scary. I actually dumbed it down. Probably can't see, but I've got some HPI Firebolt motors in there now, which are, what are these, 15? Yeah, 15 turn. So they do the trick, but this is the most expensive build I've ever done. This thing was just insane. All carbon fiber 4 links, all from Crawford Performance Engineering. The G-Made aeration shocks that are just, or not aeration, I think those are just like a bladder shock. Beautiful shocks. These are gearboxes from an OG Claude, from a 1987 Claude. They're holding up just fine. We got the Savox servo up front, which in hindsight should have probably gone with a black servo just to mute it out. But everything I did, like the chassis was, I had that powder coated black. The axle tubes are aluminum. I had them powder coated black. This upper 4-link brace had that powder coated black. So everything's just kind of muted out. And yeah, looking pretty boss. Under the hood, I haven't driven this thing in a while, so it's getting pretty dusty, but just got the Hobby Wing. What is that? The 880, I think that is, the dual motor ESC. Works pretty good. Aluminum and plastic. These are plastic. These are just stock wheels. Actually, these wheels and tires came off of my friend's Claude that he got as a kid. I sent him a set of these beefy, I think they were like Big Joe's or something like that, and he sent me these in return. So they're actually from an OG Clodbuster as well. And this Proline top kick body, I love it. Like, it's just so perfect. They don't make it anymore, unfortunately. But that's my Big Daddy Clodbuster. And then just my other Claude there is pretty much stock. Just upgraded the motors on it. That's it. So, what else? Oh, I want to show you guys this here. So, how's it building an RC10 versus Tamiya or Kyosho? Well, if I do say so, it's Team Associated needs more channel time. Yeah, it does. Yes, majority are definitely Tamiya, Kyosho. Definitely Tamiya heavy, then Kyosho, and then Associated and Verlarlo and Arma. Building an RC10 compared to a Tamiya or Kyosho, that's a good question. Yeah, exactly, Tony. The instructions are poor with Associated. They're not the best. I remember like the first step in building the RC10. It's like the front body mount. And they say use 3 washers, and in the image there's 4, and you're like, we're off to a bad start. But they're nice to build. The Associateds are nice to build, but they still use standard hex hardware or standard size or like Imperial, you'd say, Imperial hex drivers, which I think pretty much everybody else in the world's gone to metric, and so just nothing fits. Like I don't have imperial like nut, like, even like your T wrenches, they're all metric, right? So that part, I think I'd love to see them kind of step out of that and get into the metric world like everyone else has in the RC game. That was the biggest one, and the instructions aren't the best. Definitely not the best. Like Tamiya build instructions are the best thing on planet Earth. Like if you screw something up, like that, the instruction books will never steer you wrong. You know, they're so well done. The other thing with the RC10s is these ball cups for the steering linkages and camber linkages. They're beautiful, but they are like, they're really hard to screw in. The plastic they use is just really hard to screw in, and then to snap it on. Like sometimes I feel like on my steering bell cranks, I feel like I'm going to break the steering bell crank when I'm snapping on these ball ends, because they're so rigid. The plastic is, it almost feels like a Delrin or something. I don't think it is Delrin, but it just feels like this extremely rigid plastic. So those are the only two drawbacks I would say to it. The screws, the Imperial screws drive me nuts. But that's about it. You know, other than that, they're good. Beautiful parts. I think saw someone asked if I'm going to build or get an RC10 4-wheel drive. I think I'm going to. The price point's going to suck. I can just imagine, man, that thing's going to be, what's that going to be? What do you guys think? Put it up in the comments what you guys think that price point's going to be. Because they're what, what are they, 450 US for the 2-wheel drive? Something like that. So 4-wheel drive's gotta be 550 USD, yeah. Or 500 USD, you said 749 Canadian. Yeah, I believe it. 575. Yeah. Like it's gonna be a $700, like I'm in Canada, man. Like our dollar's not worth anything. Like, so it's gonna be expensive, but I want one. I think it'll be a really cool collector item. In their video that they dropped today, they're like, it's meant to be driven, and I get that, but I think a lot of guys don't really drive these. You know, I think they're nice collector pieces. I've got a couple up here. You guys can see. You can see that's an OG. I actually bought that one off of Ari from RC Retro Channel. That was his. Bought that from him. I got a clear edition there. I got another one sitting in the box in my closet, unbuilt. It's not limited. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We keep the politics out of this, but yeah, we'll see what happens, man. I hope so. I hope so, because we need a change, because our cost of living has gone in the last while. So not good. Yeah, no politics here. This is just to get away from politics, right? It's everywhere now. Everywhere you go, and it's ruining a lot of great relationships. It's a weird time to be alive that way. So we keep it light and friendly here. This is a getaway from all that nonsense. Oh, it's all good, buddy. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. It comes up every single time. Someone always brings it up. Like the 51st state thing came up, I think in the last live stream, and it's like, I get it. It's all good, but this is time to get away from all that, because it's just too much. Too much. So back to the RC10s. Yeah, these things are phenomenal. I love them. I really want to get this one and drive it. So I don't know if you guys saw the body. I shared it on the Facebook group, the one that Guru's World painted for me. It's still in the mail. It's coming. But he did just like the most insane paint job I've ever seen in my life for this thing. So I'll have that in an upcoming video for you guys. But there's another fella. I won't reveal it just yet. Oh, it's there. There's another fella, a local guy. A Victoria guy. Just making. Oh yeah, no, that's all good. All good, Reg. Yeah, all good, brother. Yeah, Guru is the GOAT. He is the bloody GOAT, 100%. His work is phenomenal. So, the paint job that he did was like, you can't even wrap your head around how the guy does it. And he makes it look easy. There's another guy, a local guy, that did my RC10 T-body for me. I just picked it up yesterday, actually. So he's got a small business he's starting called Victoria RC Painting, I think. I'll throw a link in the video in the description box after this video. I'll tidy everything up. And so I will have this featured in another upcoming video. So any of you guys that are out here on the West Coast, of whether you're in Canada, USA. You might want to call this guy. He does great work. It's not Guru's World level. I don't know any human being that can do that. Yeah. Yeah, politics are pretty polarizing these days. But yeah, he did a wonderful job. Fellow's name is Corey, and I picked this up from him yesterday. So check this out, guys. He put the big Poor Boys RC on the front there, hand painted it. And I told him, let's go box art, but with a little bit of, flair to it. And so he did some hand painting on there, which I think, gives it kind of a fun look. And obviously went with, we wanted it to be very American looking because it's the RC10 and, a very proud American company. So the red, white, and blue, the stars, stripes everywhere. I think it just came out looking so cool. He's got the big AE on the back there that he hand painted as well. And then, yeah, I like how he kind of threw these like little black kind of lines everywhere, a little bit of airbrushing texture up on the roof there. Did a cool job with it. So I'll put some stickers on this and liven it up, bring it to life, and it'll look awesome. America. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I wanted it very American because that's what they do, right? It's Team Associated. They're like the best. But let's get this guy on here. I haven't even mounted it. Oh, I haven't even drilled the body holes yet. Let's do that. Maybe I'll throw the stickers on it here too because I fixed everything else I had to fix today. Can you put different bodies on the RC10 like the Beetle or Pumpkin? Yeah, I don't see why you couldn't. The Beetle Pumpkin body wouldn't fit. It's 12 scale, but a Beetle body might fit. Actually, let's find out. I happen to have one right here. So obviously we don't have the front nose cone on there, but yeah, so it's not quite there. It's a little bit short. And I know actually that's kind of how a lot of these stadium truck bodies looked back in the day, wasn't it? Where they had like the front tire sticking way out like that, and that needs a full sand. All right. See you, my friend. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. But yeah, that's what you get with a Beetle body. So yeah, if you like that kind of look, that's what you're dealing with. The Midnight Pumpkin body it's going to be too small. Definitely going to be too small to fit on this bad boy. Yeah, the front suspension goes back. So I think that's why a lot of those stadium truck bodies of the day, of the 90s, had the wheel wells way back like that. Yeah, gasser look, yeah. Get Traction RC, what's going on? Thanks for coming aboard today and hanging out with us. I'm going to drill some so that would fit the body. Yeah. Do you have an XR311 there? No, I don't. XR311. I'm going to say it's probably an X-ray chassis. I'm not too sure. Not familiar with it, so I probably don't have it. Let's drill some body post holes. Make sure these are the right ones. This body is actually pretty thin. I'm actually kind of surprised at how thin this body is. The Lexan feels like paper. But we'll get this guy mounted up, throw some stickers on it, and then she'll be done. But again, I'll reveal this in another video, like an upcoming video. Give it a proper treatment. And then again, you got to see the Guru's World body that he did. It is just absolutely crazy. XR311 is Tamiya's first RC. Oh, I thought it was a Porsche, wasn't it? I don't know. No, I don't have one. And I don't know my history either. Have you ever run your Futaba MT10? Ooh, no, I haven't. Actually, that was gifted to the channel by Coughlin Corners, who was on today. He was on the live stream. Grasshopper. No, I haven't driven it. I kind of restored it. It didn't need much. It came to the channel. It was in really good shape. Gave it a little bit of love. painted the chassis up, sanded out all the scratches, got it looking good, but I've never driven it. I've been too hesitant to possibly break it. Final chassis protector for the RC10, 100%. Google and Tim is what will be the advantage for you. Is that polycarbonate body from Lexan? Yeah, I think polycarbonate and Lexan is the same thing, isn't it? I think polycarbonate's a fancy word for Lexan. I think. The technical term, if you will. I think so. It's so thin. Like, it's just crazy how thin it is. Something like that. Lexan is a brand. Oh, is it? I learn something every day. I don't claim to be the smartest man in the world, but I do know what love is. There we go, guys. What do you think? Yeah, actually, you're right, because, you know, if you look at this, yeah, you're right. I was kind of saying that, like, in my head, it looks weird. Like, looking at it, even just like on my monitor. Sorry, I keep looking over, guys, but that's my monitor's over there. But you're right. Like the body does look like it doesn't fit correctly, and that's because the wheels do this as they compress. So maybe the Beetle body would be a good fit. Because if you did that, yeah, it's kind of the same thing, isn't it? And then when this comes back, bam. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I agree, man. Stadium truck racing does have to come back. They're so cool. They look awesome. Yeah, two-wheel drive, so you really have to drive, you know, versus a four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive's great, but two-wheel drive for racing is just, I think it's just a better experience because you really have to drive. And I guess now with the technology that we have and like stability control systems, like dynamic stability control, which is, I guess, technically cheating, but I'll tell you, man, like it works. Like the DSC, the dynamic stability control. You know how many times I edit that out in my videos? I'm like blah, blah, talking too fast. The DSC in this thing, guys, it drives like a four-wheel drive. Like it's on 3S, it's silly fast, and it just wheelies and it does all the cool things you want an RC car to do. But it's two-wheel drive, and when it starts getting squirrely, like the DSC kicks in, and like it keeps the wheels down, man. That's all I can say. It keeps the rubber side down, and it just motors. This thing is awesome. Arma's killing it. Like, in my opinion, Arma's killing it. I'm getting behind them this year a lot. You'll see a lot more Arma content on the channel this year. I'm really getting behind them. Really getting behind Relarlo. I really like Relarlo and what they're doing. So, yeah. Stuff like that. Check this out. Baja 5T, nice. Look at these. That neon, guys. Yes, the neon. We loves the neon. What do I have here? I got some body pins. Yeah, so I'll put that on in a hot second. Let's put some stickers on this body. I think that'd be a good thing to do. Parachuting. Yeah, you're going to get some parachuting with those big bodies for sure. Yeah, so if you were to go racing or something, you definitely want to fine tune it. But for RTRs, for what you pay and what you get, because those Arma Furies are, I think it was $350 Canadian. So your, taxes all in, shipped to your door for $400. It's bananas. Like you can't buy, if you were to buy even like a Tamiya, a lunchbox is $200, and you put a radio, battery, charger, you put all your stuff in, you're gonna be $500. It's cheaper than, a 40-year-old Tamiya chassis. Earlier, we were talking about the team associated instructions, and this is what you get in these instruction manuals. And while it looks fantastic, like you look at it and it looks like everything just kind of makes sense, I don't know, they're still not as good as Tamiya, in my opinion. And like the E-clip, so you open up the E-clip bag and it just says small. So you're like, Okay, and one thing I like about Tamiya is that in every one of their instruction manuals, they've got a legend on the side. So if you're not sure what E-clip small is, when you've got 3 different sizes of E-clips, it's a 1-to-1 legend. So you put your E-clip right on top of it, match it up. Oh, okay, that's the one I got to use. So it makes it really tough to screw up, where with this style of a manual, I think it's a lot easier to screw up, and a lot of people have a hard time with it. I've heard many complaints. What am I going to do for stickers? There's no real, like, here's how the box art stickers go, which is okay. We're gonna go box art-ish. Excuse me. But do we go with neon? Let's see. Neon on the side? What do you think, guys? I think we have to put some neon. I think we'd be lying to ourselves and doing the 90s a disservice if we didn't put some neon on there. Maybe I'll put this over here. And are these going to be pre-cut? Please say they're pre-cut. They're not pre-cut. Oh my Lord. You know what's the worst thing about this hobby? Is cutting out stickers. We need some pink. Neon and a fanny pack. Dude, have I shown you my fanny pack? Watch this. I wore this to Axial Fest. I'm not ashamed of that. I'll do it. I'm representing the poor boys' bright colors, 80s, 90s vibes. Yeah, I wore this to Axial Fest for like 3 days, and I had it just full of like business cards and stickers and stuff, and just like, yeah, met a lot of people. And the neon fanny pack is a great conversation starter, I'll tell you right now. Bring back the fanny pack. Dude, it's back. As far as I'm concerned, the fanny pack is back. We just need more people to embrace it. Like, let's just get honest with ourselves here. We all want fanny packs in our lives. And pay extra if they were pre-cut, right? Well, and being, you know, very Tamiya heavy on this channel and building so many kits, like, a lot of the Tamiya kits have stickers that go around your windows, and you know, it's like one piece that goes like this and then another piece that goes like this, and you're trying to match it up and cut them all out, and I don't know. It's not my favorite. It is just not my favorite thing to do, is cut out stickers and all that kind of jazz. And when they're pre-cut, it's just so much, I don't know. Yeah. Okay, the pre-cut stickers, window mounts. Yeah, how do they, like, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Yeah, Mark, you love it too, right? Sometimes they come pre-cut, sometimes they don't. What's that all about? Like, I guess there's a cost-saving measure by not pre-cutting them, but yeah, Mark's a huge fan of pre-cut, or having to cut. But it's like, you know, you can spend 6 hours building a chassis, 4 hours building a chassis, and then you're going to spend a full day cutting out stickers and placing them. You know, if they're just pre-cut, you just put them on. I think it's like, I don't know, who looks forward to cutting out stickers? Raise your hand. No one's going to raise their hand. Nobody does. If you do, you're a sadist. But everybody's different. I know that. And, you know, there's some people that love the hobby for everybody loves the hobby for their reason. And some people love like the meticulous nature of, yeah, cutting things out and painting things just so, you know. I don't know, not me. I missed a few comments there, guys. Sorry. There we go. Just ran across this sale, but if anyone wants a Creighton 4S V2, A-Main has them for $350. Oh, wow. Yeah, the new ones are all coming out. And if you buy it, don't forget to use the Poor Boys RC affiliate link so we can be less poor. So you have something to do. Oh, there you go. There's a positive way to look at it. Probably. I smoked stickers for indicators. Smoked stickers for indicators? I don't know, I kind of missed some of that, I think. It's a distraction, yeah. I've had people get all excited because I like when I put mine on, I just kind of like wing it. I don't know. Yeah, none of my builds are perfect. That's for sure. Can I fit 2 digits on there? Yes, we can. 21 is my favorite number. Midnight Pumpkin build. Buddy, listen, I have been working on a Midnight Pumpkin project for so long, and it just like, it starts and then I find a different part that I want, and then it goes back on the back burner, and then I'm like, okay, now I'm ready. And then something else comes up that I want to put on it. So right now, all I can say, it's top secret. It's highly classified information, but I'm working with somebody who may or may not even be on this live stream right now. I'm not going to name any names, but I'm working with somebody right now on some Midnight Pumpkin parts that you've never seen before. Nobody has seen before. So I'm going to leave that right there. And when the time is right, you will all see it on the channel. And I am friggin' stoked because, yeah, the pumpkin's the best. Classified pumpkin. It is the best RC car on planet Earth, if you ask me. And yeah, making it ridiculous is just so fun. Yeah, we're talking like are the metal? I can't tell you. It's like I said, it is classified. If I tell you, assassins might come in the night and wipe you out. So this is highly classified Midnight Pumpkin information. I shouldn't have even said anything. It's that classified. No, I'm kidding. But no, it's exciting is what it is. It's super exciting because, yeah, like I said, it's something you guys haven't seen before. This fellow that I know is working on a product that currently does not exist for the CW01s. So that is super exciting. And once the R&D, if you will, the testing and everything is done and we're happy with it, it's coming to the channel. Excuse me. 21. That's my number, boys and girls. Boys, girls, peoples. You guys remember that episode of Bugs Bunny when he's playing cards with Yosemite Sam? Who's the guy with the guns? Yosemite Sam, I think. And they're playing blackjack and Sam's got him beat, and then Bugs drops down to 21, like a card that's 21. And he goes, 21. I don't know. Anyone else remember that cartoon? Maybe it's just me. I love that one. 50-year-old cartoon is still like, I don't know what I had for breakfast today, but I remember a 50-year-old cartoon. Mark, how was your, do you have dinner? It's got to be about dinner time there, hey? You're what, 8 hours ahead of me? Some bangers and mash. That's an Irish thing, I think. It comes with age. Chicken and bacon pasta bake. Dude, that sounds so good. Oh, just prep, not cooked. I gotcha. Baked beans on toast. Classic. Looney Tunes were the best. Yeah, they were. They're so good. I think they're called decals, actually. Decals or decals. You know what's funny is like stickers. So many people, like, I get roasted by some people. Like, it's decals, you idiot, in the comments. Like, people like lose their minds when you call it a decal a decal. Or even if you call it a sticker. Some guys get really excited if you call them stickers. Where do you get those from? Walk the heck. Anyway. 21. Yeah, we're not going to go too crazy with the decals. I call them decals now on the show because I can't deal with the stress of calling them decals or stickers. I like to paint the body before working on the chassis. That's a good idea. I actually do that a lot now too. I'll get it cut out first because I hate cutting them out. I hate prepping them because I find if I do it last, I rush it. I always rush it. And after I scuff it and then wash it, when you're rushing, there's always like that one little water droplet that's still in there that you don't see. Then you paint it and it runs and it does all stupid things and you get angry. Goofy goober. You're a goofy goober. How does this go? How do these taillights go? Like that? Like that? Like that. That's how they go. We're putting some taillights on. Decals, they call them. What's a kilometer? It's a kilometer. What do you guys use in the UK? Do you guys, you like on your highways and stuff, they're marked by mile, not kilometer, right? I think in the UK, they still use the imperial system for measuring road lengths. It's all done in miles. Indeed stickers, they use miles. Yeah, they use miles, right? Which is interesting. Isn't everything else in the UK done in the metric system? Kilometer when I play Call of Duty. Nice, dude. Good one. Good one, Matt. Good one. I played a lot of Star Wars Battlefront this past week with my nephew here. That's a great game. If you guys haven't played that one, it's classic. It's probably about 10 years old now, maybe older. Upside down stickers. Remember the Blackfoot extreme upside down rear bumper? Yeah, I do. That was funny. That was one of the first things I noticed was that the bumper was on upside down. Hello, KRD. I want to be an influencer. Hello. We all want to be an influencer. Let's influence each other right now. Run fast with scissors. No, don't do that. Don't do that. It's dangerous. People die every year. We got some new faces here, I think. I haven't seen you guys before. I don't remember those names. If you were on before and I just forgot you, I'm sorry. But I am, kind of doing like one of these things, at the same time. Cutting stickers, talking about miles and decals. I want to be... You're live. Oh, what was that? My monitor just came up saying I'm live. Did you guys all get booted or something? I am new. Well, welcome aboard. Oh, Scott Norton. Look at that. I know Scott Norton. He wants to be an influencer. What's up, Scott? I haven't seen you posting Actually, I haven't seen you posting in many of the groups lately. You been hiding? You're always really active in Poor Boys and Gavins and stuff. It was a glitch jump for 2 seconds. Okay. Yeah, I just kind of looked up. My monitor said, you are live. Glitch in the Matrix, indeed, my friend. There we go. Team Associated Truck. Yes. Came back immediately. Nice. Must be doing some kind of an update, I suppose. We've got a lot of cool stickers here. That's Super Collider. Oh, let's put some window nets on. Why do I only have one? Only came with one? There's only one window net? I guess just for the driver? That's bizarre, isn't it? Should we have 2 window nets? What's really going on? I don't know. I guess we just have, okay, yeah. See, the driver's window has got the window net mesh sort of built into the mold. That's one that, to make this look right, this one is going to call for the hair dryer, but I'm not going to bust that out on a live stream because if anyone is watching wearing headphones when I fire up that hair dryer, you are going to hate me. A Novak or a Tekin sticker? Steaker. My body looks amazing. Well, thanks, Jeeps Cafe. I've been working out. I think I do, actually, Paul, I think I do have some Novak stickers somewhere I could put on this thing. I think. And if I were really diligent, I would cut out each and every one of those little squares so this thing just sits on there just so. But I'm not going to do that because I lack the patience and I'll just live with what I got. I'm not going to do it. It sounds terrible. I'm glad I didn't do it because the sticker doesn't line up to the mesh pattern on the window anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered. Oh, that is like the worst. Like that mesh doesn't line up to that window pattern at all. Stop by the LHS. Good man. Support your local hobby stores, people. Without them, we'd all be, I don't know, hobby store lists. We need them. I think I might have an old Novak or Tekin sticker somewhere. I'm going to look for it in a minute. I'm going to put a few more of these on first. I think I might put on the 60th anniversary sticker. I think that's kind of cool. Kind of commemorating this build. Because the other body that's coming in, like it's going to be like minimal stickers. It doesn't need stickers. It's like, it's its own being. A Tesla sticker on there. 60 kilometers away in Austria. Wow, that's a hike. KRD says put it on. I think you're right. I think I got to put it on. I don't know where, but it's going to go on. I like these types of little things like this. 60th anniversary. That's cool. I didn't know Associated had been around that long. I always thought Tamiya was like the OG of RC racing. Or at least of RC cars, I should say. Apparently Associated has been around longer. Because Tamiya is only 50 years old, right? They turn 50 next year, I want to say. Body. Anyone have a king cab they want to part with? I have a body set with no chassis. Man, I wish I had a king cab. Don't get me started. I wish I had a king cab. You can't find them anywhere. When you do, they're trash and they want $1,000 on them for them on eBay. I don't have one. I'm waiting for a Riri. I wish I did. They're so beautiful. HPI Datsun 510. That's a beauty. Chassis are always broken. Yep, always broken. Oh yeah, going to Japan and going to a Tamiya store would be absolutely nutty. It would be so good. Yeah, apparently the stealth transmission thing is, I don't want to say common, but apparently it's a thing that people do. But then I've also heard from other guys saying that like it's unnecessary, that the factory transmission works just fine. You don't need to upgrade it. So kind of heard both ends of the spectrum, and I've never owned one, so I really can't say, like, you know, from my personal experience. I mean, if you're going to do what a lot of people want to do these days and, you know, run a 3S with like, you know, a 3500 kV brushless motor in it, then yeah, I'd say the factory one probably won't hold up to that, but it wasn't designed to hold up to that either. Would a stealth transmission hold up to it? Probably. It's a great design. To live in a van by the river. One of the best skits. Team associated. Let's put that right there. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Probably not. It's fine. Put some stickers on there. Some stickers. I'm going to see if I have an old Tekin sticker. One sec. Show you guys how much I love painting bodies. This is my Tamiya Porsche 959 body that I got this all from TBG. There's the driver's cockpit. I don't know, wing, I think. Bunch of CNHL stickers. The body itself, I just don't want to do it. I haven't been in the mood. I've had this thing for almost a year. I'm just not in the mood. Yes. I'll do my best. I would really love to come out there next year. I'm sorry, this year. No, probably next year and check out the Nuremberg Toy Fair and visit family and stuff. It's been a long time since I've seen a lot of them, and a lot of them I haven't even met. So, yeah. So, geez, what else? Oh yeah, and this is some more plastic, hard plastic bits for the 959. Headlight buckets, spoiler, drivers, heads, and then probably my stickers for it. Yep. I don't know what that is. But Porsche 959 needs a little bit of restoration work. I'll get to it one day. I'm not a big restore RCs guy. Some guys love doing that. Ari from RC Retro channel, he's always restoring and does such a beautiful job. Gavin does a beautiful job restoring. I don't have the patience for it, man. I just want to like build them and race them. I don't think they're in there. Guys, I've got so many stickers here, it's ridiculous. Like, look at this. This is just like bags and bags. Paint masks. Some other wacky stuff in here. What do we have in here? I bought these from MCI. I really want to do like a Jolt Cola body one day. That's one really cool thing about MCI is that they've got kind of just stickers like this, so you can, you know, buy, kind of a sticker livery, Pepsi, and just paint up a body, kind of get fun and creative. That's what I ended up doing for my XTS F10. Oh yeah, and see these, like the Wild Dagger. Like I've got a Wild Dagger right there. It's been on that shelf for about 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, needing a restoration. I got all the parts in there, just haven't done it. Jolt Cola. Yeah, dude. Remember their old ad campaign? It was like, what was it? Twice the caffeine. I don't know, something like, yeah, double the caffeine, blah, blah, blah. That was like the original Red Bull. But I think I do have a Tekin decal in here somewhere. Or Novak. Oh, we've got some more Avante. I don't know why I've got an extra set of Avante stickers. Like this would be a cool livery, Wins. Sorry, guys. That would make for a really cool livery as well, those colors. To have a lot of fun with that. These are all, I just buy them. Oh, Paul, that might ring a bell. Hey, buddy. Remember we were trying to get those that orange figured out? This is like, what, 5 years ago, I think? You and I were dealing with MCI, trying to get that orange brightened up. Yeah, anyway, let's see. Monster Beetle. Thunder King. Join the Jolt Revolt. I'm gonna find him. I swear I've got one in here. Nope. More Jolt Colas. Oh my gosh, what a mess. So much in here. Tyco Eliminator. Got some spare Tycos there when I did my Turbo Hopper Tribute Hornet build. I've got like techno stickers in here from when I used to race. Come on. Oh, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. I really thought I did, but maybe not. Sorry, Paul. No Tekin sticker on this one, buddy. Or Novak. Thought I had some. Guess I don't. But that's okay, because we have the neon RC10 tees. And I think, what do you think, guys? Yellow or pink? I think yellow is going to work better. Pink and the red, I don't think that's going to fly. I think yellow. What do you guys think? Pink. Do you have your Techno? No, I sold them many, many moons ago. That was when I got out of racing. I raced, what was it? EB48. Yeah. Yellow. Yeah, I think yellow's the one. I like yellow. Yeah, I raced EB48 and then upgraded to EB48.2. And I raced a Losi Truggy, E-Truggy, the Losi 8T. See you, Dennis. Take care, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Yeah, great buggies, man. Techno makes awesome stuff. I love that buggy. That was when I kind of got back into racing, and before I got the Techno, I was running an OFNA buggy, and it was just old and worn out, and it was a brick. I remember like it weighed twice as much as everybody else's cars did, and I had a hell of a time getting that thing around a track. And so I finally took the plunge, bought the EB48, and it was like night and day. Like I was suddenly like, from the bottom of the D main, I was like, bottom of the A, top of the B kind of a driver. So that car made a huge difference. Yeah, that yellow is going to look good. Or do we want pink? Ah, man. So many choices. Let's see. I'll cut the pink ones out. We'll hold it up. I think we had more votes for yellow. My gut says yellow, but let's see. I'll kind of stick one of each on, and we'll see what you guys say. The Losi 8S metric or imperial screws. Losi 8S or like the 8T. I think the Losi back then when I was racing was still imperial. What's the consensus on the four-wheel drive RC10? Lex Creations, thanks for coming over, hanging out for a little bit. I think that RC10 is like the coolest thing in the world. that's my feeling on it. I love it. I want one. It's kind of like a unicorn car come true, in my opinion, and it's going to be expensive as hell, but I really want one. The room kicks ass. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, hi, I'm Phil, and I have a problem. Yeah, I know, like, I got to get rid of some guys. Like I said, like, they're all under here too now, and man, drones now and helicopters and stuff, and it's getting crazy in here. My wife is the best because there's another bedroom right over there, and she's like, oh, we'll just take down this wall. You can use the whole thing. And I'm like, thanks, babe. But then it's just going to get crazy. Yoda, Darkside, what's up, brother? I think I just saw your name there. think I saw you peek up. Yeah, but keep the RC10 convo going, guys. I mean, 4-wheel drive, it's going to be pretty cool. I love it. I want one. I'm just going to have to remortgage my house to get it. Okay, so pink. We're taking a vote here, guys. Pink or yellow? What's it going to be? Pink? Pink? Or yellow? Pink? Yellow. Okay, I'll stop being annoying. Soak it in. Let me know what you think. I'm actually kind of digging the pink now. Yeah, you're right. The pink does kind of... Yellow pops like crazy, but maybe I'll do one on each side. Yellow, yellow. RC James. No green. I don't know. It's what I got. This is what it came with. Yeah, we might have to do both, Paul. Yellow, yellow. Pink to make the girls wink. Yellow back there. Yeah, that could work. Yellow or both. Can we like overlay? No, that's going to look stupid. Man, that's a tough one, actually. I really thought I was going to go yellow, but now that I'm looking at it, I really like the way the pink looks. It'll go pink, pink, and then a yellow in the back. Maybe like one or... That's too many, but... The yellow's so bright. Oliver, what's up, buddy? I think I like the pink. Honestly, I didn't think I would. I thought I would have... Oh, man. I think I like the yellow when I look at it like this. And then I look at my monitor. I'm like, oh, that's too bright. Pink on red. Please don't. I know, but that's what I thought. But it looks good, doesn't it? Oh, man, you guys are making this not any easier. When the white background is gone. Yes, you're right. The pink on red's going to look silly. That's actually a good point. Let's see what happens if we do this without the white background. You're going to You're going to lose the you're going to lose the pink into the red. Maybe we'll throw that on the back. Yeah, I think we might have to go with the yellow, guys. Definitely yellow. Yeah, I think so. Wow, that was a roller coaster of emotions there. I think yellow is for the win. And can we get it right on the door? Okay. So let's go yellow, but are we going to go here, let's see. I can go right on the door like that. Or we can kind of move it back a little bit, kind of center it on a little bit of the cab as well. Like that. Yellow for the ween. What do they do in the box? Oh, they don't put that on the box. Ooh, RC10T. Yeah, we shifted gears. Bryce, we're talking colors here. We were contemplating pink on the door, but we've decided yellow's the way to go. But I'm thinking, yeah, centering. Yeah, that's kind of centered. Or we can put it just directly on the door. Hang on. Like that. Yellow. I think I'm going to go just straight up door. I think I'm just going to go straight up door. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Wow. It's like the most stressful part of my day here, guys. I'd follow the red. Yeah, follow that red. Oh, careful. Careful. Something like that. Yeah, that turned out all right. That is so bright. You're right, though, guys. If we put the pink on there, it would look really washed out with the red. With the pink having the white backing, it looks great. But without it, that's where it starts to get washed out. I ordered a big batch. The first batch of stickers I did with my Poor Boys RC logo, the one with just the words with the little wave. I ordered a batch of stickers, and they came on like a clear background instead of a white background. And I pretty much had to throw the whole thing away because unless you place them on something white, they just wash into whatever's in the background, and you don't even really see the logo. It was, yeah, it kind of stunk actually. Learned a little bit about stickers that day. First world problems, right? Bam. A bam, a lamma, ding dong. That looks sick. Which paint do I use? I used to use Tamiya paint, but it's illegal now in Canada. So we put one more there, guys, or is that too much? So I still have a whole bunch of Tamiya paint, so that's what I'm still using until it's gone. But there's another brand that's out now called On Point, and they are made, I think, by Spazstick, somebody said. But that'll be the new brand that I'll be using. Too much. Oh, it's too much. Oh, 100% it's too much. Gaudy. It's ugly as could be. It's kind of what I wanted to go for. Yeah, like the stars, the stripes, you know, the whole thing. Like, it's just all meant to be too much. We're trying to, like, dive into a little bit of that 80s, 90s decadence. Cut the letters individually and scatter the letters. Oh, man, that's torture to me. I'm too, yeah, I mean, it would look kind of cool, I think, but yeah, cutting them all out, and I don't know. I hate cutting out stickers. I hate it. It's evil. I'm just going to put a couple more on here. I think there's these like white RC10Ts that should fit there. Maybe that's too big. The smaller ones, RC10T. Throw a couple there on there, break it up a little. Well, that one will fit. Don't like cutting stickers. No, I absolutely hate cutting stickers. This is like torture to me. I really do not enjoy cutting out stickers. It's the worst. My Tamiya TT02, I got the Nissan Motul, whatever it is, body. And what were there? I think 100 and I want to say 117 stickers on that body, or 114 or something like that. It's buried way under there right now, I think. But I mean, that was like literally like like my body was sore from being hunched over and cutting out tiny little stickers. Yeah, not fun. Stop using stickers. Well, you know, they really do bring a body to life. So I think it's like one of these necessary evils. You gotta use them. RC10T. Yeah, that's way too much. It's gaudy looking as could be, but that's what we're looking for. I can't wait to show you guys the one that Guru's World did. Like, it's absolutely nuts. Most of you guys have probably already seen it. If you haven't seen it, it's on the Facebook group. It's on his channel. He does his paint videos. Check it out, because it is absolutely nuts what the guy did. One talented, seriously talented human being. Kind of like these Team Associated stealth stickers. Kind of reminds me of a, like the warning sign that had to put on like rap albums in the 80s. Kind of looks like that. Caution, extreme lyrics. You know, I remember bringing home like an NWA CD when I was a kid, and it had that on it. That's how you knew it was good. That's how you knew it was going to be a great album. Mom wasn't impressed, but vinyl cutter by brother. Scan the sticker sheet and cut the. Whoa, are you serious? A vinyl cutter by brother. Bryce, can you send me a link to that? Because if you are telling the truth right now, and if this item exists, this could change my life for the better. I need that. I need that item. Beyond RC, what's going on, Ricky? We're just playing around today, man. I'm just kind of working on whatever I got. We've already fixed up. We already fixed up both of my Relarlos. Had to change a hub on this guy. We had to change the side body mounts on this guy. Now we're talking RC10s and sticker application, or decals, or decals, or stickers, or whatever you want to call them. Brother scan and cut. What? How long has this been out, and why am I just learning about it now? Because, man, that would be the best purchase to have, especially as a Tamiya guy who's constantly cutting stickers. All you guys that are watching that are YouTubers, you know what I'm talking about. You kind of feel like that what's the word? The push to create content, and then you sit down and start cutting stickers. You can spend an entire day just cutting stickers and placing them on. And it's like, man, I could have got so much accomplished today, but I spent the day cutting stickers. This is nuts. What am I doing with my life? Brother scan and cut. I need one. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, we are just coming right back to 1992. Is that when this came out? 92? I went from a Midnight Pumpkin to this thing as a kid. And I'll tell you, what a world of difference. I finally had a job. I had a paper route. So I made a little bit of money. And man, I got one of these with my savings from my job. Wow, love it. Yeah, this is the truck. These are so cool. And I want to bring this out to that track, that race track that I made that video on. They actually race no, it's short course, not stadium truck. But I'm going to bring this and turn some laps with it because it'll just be fun. It'd be great to see it on the track and just enjoy it. And again, the guys there, they're not super serious guys. They just kind of enjoy the hobby. So it'll be, I know I can turn a bunch of laps and not get the thing smashed into bits, kind of a thing. Right? Oh, yeah. Can you tell me more about your display in the background? I need something like that. I'm using shelves that take too much room. Sure. What do you want to know? The basics of it are that each row of cars is on two, just like a vertical, I don't know. It's like a shelving thing. I get it at Home Depot. You go to Home Depot, Lowe's. That's where I get it all from. It's cheap. You go to their closet organizer section, and there's just vertical bars like this, and you bolt them into the wall, and they've got little notches in them. And there's just little arms that go into the notches, and little arms hold the cars, and that's that. It's great. It's versatile. It's not very expensive. Those are rails. Yeah, like a rail. Actually, I think I've got some in here. Hang on. I've got some extras. I kind of trim them, but that's what you want. And obviously you want two of them side by side. And then they've got these dual sort of notches in there. Bye, Mark. Have a great dinner, buddy. Yeah, they got these two little notches in here. So the little arms that go in, you can buy like a double prong one that would go in both of those, or a single prong. And the single prongs are a bit cheaper. But yeah, pretty versatile. And obviously you can kind of set it up and store your cars that way. I love it. Ricky, did I see you bringing up the Peugeot talk? Poo goat. KC, where would those go? I don't know. Reedy modifieds. Where are we going to put these? We got a few more stickers to put on. What else? Team associated. Maybe that's good. Is that good? Should I put more on? It's pretty decaled up. We got a couple on the back there. KRD, see you next time, man. Thanks for checking in. See you, Mark. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put any more of these things on? I've got all that Peugeot. Some of these black team associated ones I'd like to put on. I just don't know where I'm going to put it. I think we're pretty good. Actually, there are some hood pins. I'll put the hood pin ones on. Is Tamiya going to bring back the Stadium Blitzer? Man, I don't see how they couldn't. Like, unless this nostalgia thing just dies somehow, which I suppose everything has a lifespan, right? It's going to have to die eventually. Yeah. They can just keep pumping them out, right? Just keep making more and more cars. Just keep, I mean, they got such a library of cars that they can just keep making. I think a lot of us would just keep buying them. Tamiya cups. Yeah, that's right. Tamiya's like, it's so ignored in Canada. You know, they were like the OG back in the day, but vintage replica buggy bodies, Tamiya. Yeah, you want to go to Team Blue Groove, TBG. I don't think I have a link in my description box for them, but check them out. TBG, Team Blue Groove, good Canadian family-run company, and they have a sister company called MCI Racing Decals, or decals, or stickers, whatever the heck you want to call them, and they kind of they'll package stuff together to save you money on shipping, and they're great. Little mom and pop Canadian business success stories. So we like to support them. They're great. Yeah, they'll combine shipping, and you can like customize your decals as well. You know, say you wanted to get like a set of Monster Beetle stickers and you wanted the red to be blue or something. Like they give you a ton of customization options. The only downside is they're not quite the same quality as a factory Tamiya sticker sheet would be. I think it's like something to do with the print process. It's not quite the same. But anyway, that'll get you started. Poo Goat. Yeah, check them out, man. They're great. The Poo Goat. Well, I said Peugeot, and you guys just like lost it last time. Peugeot. It's funny because like where I live, that's what we call it. So I didn't know if you guys were making fun of me or if it was like an inside joke that I was missing out on or what. Apparently, it was an inside joke that I was missing out on. Too funny. Blue Groove, the best, came up with Hootie that fat. Yes, they did. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, Coughlin Corners, Paul Coughlin donated that right there, that FTX, to the channel, what, 5 years ago? And we needed to get some stickers from Team Blue Groove. And they sent them, and the orange wasn't neon. It was like more of just like a orange, not a neon orange like it should have been. And they were really good, right, Paul? Like they were they communicated with us, and they're like, yeah, no worries, we'll fix it. And they sent them off to us, which was pretty cool. They were nice. Great mom and pop shop. And they're starting to do other stuff too. Like they're branching into, I saw them branching into some tires. They've got like old school, like vintage buggy style tires. They also have a whole lineup of 3D printed parts for the Tamiya Porsche 959, which is really awesome because that 959 is made of glass. And now that they're old, they're even more fragile. So if you decide to run your 959, at least you know you can get some replacement parts. I think that's it, guys. I think that's all I'm going to do for stickers. Got the hood pins on there. Got the hand-painted Poor Boys RC. I'm glad we went with the yellow. Like that. Nothing too crazy back there. What's the status? We're just playing with stickers, Shannon. What's your status? How'd the BLX Grom go? Tell us all about it. In Canada, we say a boot, not about. And our cars have square tires, and we have flappy heads. South Park's the best. Guys, this thing's going to look sick. I'm going to put these body pins in. I've had this thing sitting on the shelf for like almost a year. It's all about the Canadian girls, eh? Well, you know, I may be biased, but we've got some pretty nice ladies up here in the Great White North. Pretty fine specimens, if you do ask me. Axial Fest West this year. Have you heard anything? No, I have not heard anything about that. I did see that they're advertising an Axial Fest UK. Or no, not UK, Europe. I think it's in Austria. Correct me if I'm wrong. I haven't heard anything about them canceling. Actually, I got family in Alberta, Saskatchewan. Keep trying to see the girls when I go. Right on. Yeah, that's a conversation for another day. We'll take offline, but shoot me a PM and I'll let you know all about it. But what were we talking about? Something in here. Axial Fest. When I was at Axial Fest West in 24, and during the event, like every night they do like their award ceremony, and you know, kind of it's a kind of the, you know, highlight of the night kind of thing. It's fun. And I do remember them saying that they booked Rob's Resort again for Axial Fest West 2025. So that's what they said at the time. Now, did that change? Maybe that changed. I don't know. But what do you think, guys? That actually looks sick. Man, I love 90s RC cars. And this is just the bee's knees. We got to get like the Duratrax Evader back. Paul, we need more of those, more FTXs back in the works. Stadium Blitzers. The drone video. Buddy, that drone video came out nice. They've got some good shots out there. Scale News talked about it. Oh, okay. Well, they would know more than me. Like, that's their life. And I met, not Matt, the other guy. What's the other guy? Harley Designs. Jeez Louise. You guys, what's his name? Harley Designs. What's his name? Matt and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, met him. Super good dude. Had a beer with him. Great guy. But they would know more. Like, that is their bread and butter. They know that stuff inside and out way more than I do. Josh, thank you. Yeah, Josh is a beauty. Yeah, if they said it, I'd believe them before I believed anything that I said. But yeah, look at that, guys. Man, you know, these are so nice. Like, I just don't want to get it dirty. The skinny front tires, the beautiful gold anodized shocks. Ah, what a gorgeous looking truck. Man. I got to do this for a second. This is the OG, guys. This is one I got from Ari from RC Retro. Look at these two beauties together. Ah, God, they're gorgeous. Wow. I feel like a kid at Christmas right now. That is so cool. So cool. I love it. Love it. I need more room though. Like I need more space to start hanging these cars. Like I think I got to start taking some of the bigger ones and maybe putting them in the garage or something, like the squash van and like that Land Rover crawler. They take up like 2 spots. I could get more cars in there. I need more space. Oh, that looks great. I love it. Yeah. And wait till that extra body comes in, guys. It's so nice. It'll never be run. It's like absolute perfection. Definitely need a chassis protector. Oh, that's a good idea. I could put one on right now, actually. Let's do it. Let's see. We've got some more time. We still got half an hour. I bet you. I'll show you guys what I do for chassis protectors anyway, and we'll see if it's hack or not. You guys let me know. But I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, shelf space, use battery cartons to lift them. Yes, 100%. Joe's back. Where'd you go, Joe? I thought you just left. Just needed some more RC action. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what I do. One sec. I've got some stuff over here. This stuff. Oh, you ran the Hornet and the Clyde. Research purposes, what would you say your top 3 favorite affordable beginner Tamiya kits? My top 3 definitely CW01 Midnight Pumpkin Lunchbox, like classics, parts availability through the yin yang, so fun to drive, easy to assemble. That's got to be top, up at the top. Hornet, like Hornet and the Grasshopper, same thing, super easy to build, inexpensive, fun. If I had to do a number 3, what would be number 3? Gab, same, yeah, I bet you he'll agree with at least 1 or 2 of these. CW01, Hornet Grasshopper, and what's next? Probably like a TT02, TT01. Yeah, DT series. Yeah, DTs are super easy. DT02, 3, and now the 4's come out. So this is what I use for chassis protector. This is just black vinyl film. I get it on Amazon. It's super inexpensive. There's also a carbon fiber. There's all sorts of different colors you can get. Everything from mild to wild. And I know you guys can't really see that there, but I just kind of, let's see. If I had a few more hands, let's see if it's wide, if it's long enough this way. That would actually do it. So let's trim a chunk of this off. And I'll show you guys my method of making inexpensive chassis protectors. It's Arts and Crafts Day at Poor Boys RC. What are you doing, Ricky? Are you putting up like a top 3 Tamiya builds or something? You gonna race them against one of your cool, what's that 4S basher you just did a video on? I think looks so cool. Protection sticker decal. Poor boy chassis condoms. I just like look up sometimes at the monitor and I see some shit that you guys say and I'm like, what is going on? All right, so yeah, I just take this. I know you guys probably can't see this. I'm not gonna muck around with the camera a whole bunch because it wiggles and it's just hard on the eyes when you're a viewer. But you can envision what I'm gonna do here. We've got this. I should get some rubbing alcohol to clean that chassis first. But yeah, you just kind of get this thing fitted up. And do I have rubbing alcohol up here? No, I don't, but I do have this stuff. Electrical cleaner and degreaser. Motors, gear, suspension, removes oil, grease, dirt, cleans nitro from electric parts. This should work, hey? Moo Clean. This Cow RC stuff is awesome. Not cheap, but very awesome. Normally I would just use rubbing alcohol, but I'm not going to get up and go find it. Doing a manta ray. Nice. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, so before you put this kind of a chassis protector on, always clean the chassis so, you know, your greasy fingers, even just from the assembly process, right? It gets all sorts of contaminants on it that's going to make the adhesive not adhere so well. Make sure your window's open. That's so potent. So yeah, beautiful black chassis. We want to keep it that way. So this stuff, yeah, I'll go like that. And I just kind of crudely kind of slap it on there and work the air bubbles out and give it a trim. Is it perfect? No, but it's inexpensive and does the job. Something like that. And I guess I really want to make sure I've got the back end covered because that's where it's going to scrape the most. Hey, the tank is here. What's going on, Francois? We're just kind of mucking around here, buddy. There's no real agenda today. Fix some cars. Complain about stickers for an hour while cutting stickers. And now we're just going to put this quote-unquote chassis protector on. It's really just some black vinyl that I get from Amazon. But I've been doing this lately on some of my builds, especially cars that if I'm going to run it for a little bit and then raffle it to try and preserve the chassis and keep it looking as fresh as possible for the new owner, I'll put this on so the chassis stay nice and clean and are a little bit less buggered up. Always cover your back end. That's right, people. At my LHS, shout out to Danbury Hobby Center. Danbury Hobby Center. Check them out when next time you're in Danbury. Yeah, so again, this would work a lot better with a hairdryer as well. I'm not going to bust out the hairdryer in a live stream, guys. The sound will not be pleasant, to put it nicely. So I'll do it when I'm done and kind of tidy it up a little bit. How is it to remove? Buddy, it comes off easy peasy when you want it to come off. And then if there's any residue left behind, just take some Goo Gone or rubbing alcohol and you just kind of rub it and get rid of your residue and you're cooking. So you can see, like, and that's without using a hairdryer. Like, I was able to get it pretty accurate. It stretches pretty nicely, you know. Beyond RC, great canal. And then just take a razor blade, or I usually use razor blades. I'm trying to start using X-Acto knives after 20 years of the auto body industry and using razor blades for everything. Old habits die hard, but hobby knives definitely have their place. Mozzie Rock is here. What's shaking, buddy? You've been hiding the whole time or what? And I just give it a little, just cut along. I know you guys can't really see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. I don't want to move the camera and get it all jumping all over the place. Whoops. Ripped it. Don't do that. Nothing I do on a live stream ends up working out very well because whether I'm building or doing something like this, I'm kind of doing 5 things at once. You can see good enough? Okay, cool. Yeah, so when you're constantly distracted, I make a lot of mistakes. That's just me. So I will show you guys what we're done here in a sec. What's going on with the tank? I think this is the first time you've been on one of these streams, isn't it? Used to do stickers for cars, so you know. Yeah, follow the line. Can't see the line, can you, Russ? Something like that. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty self-explanatory. You just kind of cut along the line. And the hair dryer makes it really turn out nice. Hair dryers are a thing of beauty when you're applying this kind of thing. Is this stream still live? I think so. I think it's still live. We're still here. We haven't been kicked out yet. I saw some Spanish there, but no habla español. Christmas Vacation. Yeah, that's right. You got it. Can't see the line, can you, Russ? One of the best movies of all time, if you ask me. Yeah, this stuff's awesome. And they do a carbon fiber as well, which I use sometimes, and it looks so good. It looks super legit. By the way, if you're here now, you're watching and you're a YouTuber, raise your hand. Let everyone else know that you are a YouTuber. Maybe they haven't seen your channels yet. Now's a great time to get a little bit of exposure. I know some of you guys are, and there's some great YouTubers on this live stream right now, so make sure you guys check out those other guys, support them. Check out their great channels. Yeah, that turned out pretty good. Radioactive Scale RC, there you go. Make sure you go check them out, guys. On the bench, there he is. Raise your hands, and a great time to like and subscribe. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, if you don't mind reciprocating, if you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. You know how it is. Affiliate links, blah, 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 blah. Do it all. Click the buttons. Use some of this extra for that front little nose cone piece. So I got it pretty good. I made a boo-boo. Yeah, save that. Beyond RC, I made a couple videos here and there. Yeah, you made a couple. What are you at now? Like 47,000 subs? You're going crazy, dude. Fantastic channel in Spain. We listen to you in Spanish. Hey, that's awesome. Thank you. That's so cool to hear. It's always neat to understand the reach of a little channel that I film out of a room in my house. So thank you. Mucho gracias. But yeah, there we go, guys. How did that turn out? What do you think, guys? Not too bad. That'll save the chassis. Again, you take a heat gun to it or a hair dryer, and you can get it really nice around these screws. And if you have to do maintenance, you could even take a razor blade and cut around the screw and remove it. Oliver couldn't get my speedrun recorded. You'd be amazed how many people are like, well, how do I record it? I'm like, listen, there's only so much I can help you with. No habla. How do you say very little? I don't know. I know dos cervezas, por favor. Por favor. I know that. I'm really good at dos cervezas, por favor. Pretty much a pro. I'm going to put a little bit more up on this front little nose cone piece here. There's also another product, if you guys don't want it colored like this, if you wanted something clear, 3M makes, you're probably familiar with what I'm talking about. They make those like clear bra stickers for cars on the front end to help protect against rock chips. You can buy rolls of that from a lot of auto body or even just like auto part stores. That is another really great item to use for, if you want it for a chassis protector. I use it on the inside of my bodies. If I have like a really nice body and I don't want the paint to get scraped or anything where the body clips go, I'll put a little bit inside there and help protect it. Works awesome. Works so good. It's a little more expensive because it's 3M. 3M makes the best of the best of the best, and you definitely do pay for it, but a little goes a long way too, especially in this hobby. Two beers, even I understood that. There we go. Come learn about RC and how to order beers in different countries here at Poor Boys RC every Saturday or Sunday or whenever I get my shit together. Speed test, but couldn't run fast enough to the vehicle. Yeah. I get a lot of people, like I see, obviously, like watching other YouTubers review RCs, we all kind of take notes from each other. And a lot of guys, you just have like a static camera, whether it's, on your head or on the bottom of your radio, and you kind of record as you're, watching a car rip around doing 40, 50 miles an hour doing its thing. And I get more and more comments of people saying like, we want to see the car up close while you're doing that. And I'm like, I'm not that fast. I'll do my best, but there are limitations with what I can accomplish as a human being. Anyway, I butchered that front piece a little bit, guys, but you'll get the gist of it. I can tidy that up a little bit off camera. But yeah, I mean, this is a great, inexpensive solution. Paul, thanks so much for the suggestion, man. For a chassis protector, for racing and stuff like that. Obviously, if you hit a big rock, it's going to cut right through here. But for the most part, for just like zipping around, it's perfect. It'll keep your chassis for all my viewers in the UK. It'll keep your chassis looking shiny and nice. Maybe not shiny, but it'll protect it, is what I'm getting at. Oh yeah, this sucker. Okay, now it's done. Done. Well, I don't think I showed you guys the motor that I put in here either, did I? I'm going to take the body off again. Anyway. Yeah, man, that is actually a really gorgeous truck. Yeah, the sticker's all covered up anyway. I've got like a retro motor in there. I think it was a Tower Hobbies motor called the Ion Storm. I don't know anything about it really. Probably stock-ish, 27 turn-ish. You would need a camera guy to get those shots. Yes, you would. A fast one, too. Subbed to all waves. Keep it going. Yes. Yes. Check out some channels, guys. This is a great time to find some more YouTubers, some new YouTubers, in case you haven't seen them. It's tough, man. It's tough to get noticed on YouTube these days. Even if you have a decent-sized channel, it's still tough. So, there's no doubt some great YouTubers here that you guys probably haven't heard of, may not have heard of. And go check them out. Now's a great time. Mozzie Rock. Mozzie, a fellow Canuck. How many Canadians are there on this one? We got a lot of Canucks here today. I know Mozzie is. Who else? Oh yeah. It's so hard to like arrange like freebies and stuff, like trying to get RC freebies from one hobby shop, then they don't want to, send, they don't want to send stuff overseas, and yeah, it's always, yeah, nobody in the UK wants to talk to me to help, help with, prizes and sponsorships and stuff. So sub Mozzie, yeah, definitely check out Mozzie Rock's channel, guys, if you haven't. He's got a cool channel. I like the vibe, the feel there. His presentation is excellent, and I don't know, he does a great job. Check him out. Why wouldn't you? Right? 10 minutes left. Wow, that actually flew by pretty fast. It always flies by so fast. You could use a drone on follow me mode to get the shots. Yes. I feel like the sponsorship must need a large viewership. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people don't realize how important hitting that subscribe button is and that like button is. I've even had to explain to my wife. She's like, why do you get so excited about that like? I'm like, it is actual currency for YouTubers. It tells the algorithm that you enjoyed the episode enough to take the time to scroll over and hit that little button, that tells the algorithm, okay, let's pump this guy up a little bit more. And it's really tough because a lot of people don't realize the impact that hitting the like button, hitting subscribe, it is literally currency to YouTube content creators. Lex Creations, see you, man. Thanks for hanging out. I wish we could just click in their icon to their page. Oh, I missed a bit of that one, Joe. Sorry. It fades away on me. I wish it would stick around. I'll just say block a report. Yeah. Follow me is too slow. Don't buy a drone for that. GoPro on an extending selfie stick is good for getting low down. Yes. That's what I do. The GoPro down low. It's just tough when the thing's doing 40. You're trying to... definitely easier with like a stock Tamiya that's got like a 17 mile per hour top speed. Most drones like that, I did a drone review. I don't know if you guys saw it or not. It was a week or two ago. And I had it on follow me mode. And I was in my Discovery. And I think when I had the wind pushing the drone, the wind working with the drone, I could get it to about 30 kilometers an hour, like maybe 32, 33 kilometers per hour, which isn't very fast. It's like, what's that, like 17, 18 miles? So you would need a pretty sporty drone to keep up with something like that at a good speed. Now, I don't know enough about drones to tell you guys, like, this one would do it or that one wouldn't do it. I just don't know. I am not knowing, but actually the company that sent that drone over enjoyed that video so much that they're actually sending me another one. So I've got another one coming. And it's funny, like some of the feedback I always ask for feedback, right? Because I like to just, hear the feedback, positive, negative, whatever. And they said that they liked the way I explain things. And I found that funny because I'm not a drone guy. Like, I don't know anything about drones. So I'm like, maybe that's what worked, because I was using layman's terminology. And oh, I thought I saw someone there from Vernon. Missed that. Name of the black material you just showed. I'm babbling on too much. That is it's just go on Amazon and type in like roll of black vinyl. Vinyl. Yeah, roll of black vinyl. It's vinyl. Get it on Amazon, super cheap. And it works awesome. Somebody from Kelowna, I think I just saw. Or Vernon? Is that what I just saw? Another BC resident? Where are you at? Raise your hand. There is a bit of a delay. So if you're typing and you're like, why aren't you answering me? There's a delay before it pops up on my monitor. That's why. I watch some of these. I'm like, oh my God, these guys probably think I'm not listening to them. But prisoners find that cars are very quick to change direction. Yeah, great reviews. Thanks, Mozzie. Some drones can keep up with Formula One. Whoa, that's crazy. Can you set your phone to watch your live stream to see all the comments? I don't know. I do most of my YouTube watching on like my computer downstairs or on my big TV, like my main TV. Because I stare at the phone so much, I want away sometimes. New to the channel, watching from Alberta. Robert, hey man, thanks for coming aboard, checking things out. I appreciate it. Whereabouts in Alberta are you from? I lived in Edmonton for 6 years. That's why I'm asking. I'm actually going there at the end of this week to take care of some business I got to take care of out there. They're custom-built FPV drones. Yeah, I guess they do race them, right? Those FPV drones, and they go like silly fast. Near Grand Prairie. Oh, right on. Sounds cold. I got a friend who still lives there in Grand Prairie. Some of those drone racing leagues, like I see them like racing in Germany. I think it's very popular there. Just absolutely insane with like all the cool LED lights they have and like these indoor arenas, and that's like a whole world, man. Drones are, it was stressful even just filming that review video because, like with an RC car, and tell me if you guys feel this way too. This is how I feel. Maybe again, it's like a little bit of PTSD from RC cars from the 80s and 90s where you had a ton of radio interference. But if you just had the car on you know, there's a potential that it might jump or glitch or do something, right? So the thing with cars is like you turn them on and you race them right away. Well, drones, it's a bit of a different story. You get it up in the air and it can just sit there. Just sit there for as long as you want it to sit there. You get it, you know, whatever, you know, 100 feet in the air and have it just sit there, and then get in your vehicle or move around, you know, do whatever. It's just just a different way of wrapping your head around controlling a radio controlled device. And it took a lot of getting used to. Yeah, a lot of getting used to before I was comfortable filming some of that footage. What color are the wheels? Which wheels, buddy? These wheels? Which wheels? Wheel Wheaton. These wheels? These wheels are black. Is that what we're talking about? I don't know. I got a delay. I don't know. Wheel Wheaton. Oh, we got 69 likes. No one give any more likes. Leave it there. The first time a YouTuber said, don't give us any more likes. This is these wheels are the exact same product, that black vinyl that we just put on the RC10. This is the exact same idea, but this is like, I think they call it like CD vinyl or something like that. Same thing, got on Amazon, super cheap. Obviously, this is a lot. It's not for everybody, but I just wanted to do something fun and wacky with it. And look how cool that is. It's insane. Dirk, what's going on, brother? Cool stream, Phil. Thinking Saturday, Sunday, Fortnite. Yes, sir. We'll go back to Saturdays. Again, this coming Saturday, I'm out of town, so it'll be the following. We'll do every 2 weeks. Yeah, a fortnight. That's right. Fortnight's 2 weeks, isn't it? So, yeah. Yeah, every 2 weeks. RC Birds is here. Dirk's the man. Guys, we were talking about sharing YouTube channels and stuff earlier. Check out RC Birds if you haven't already. He is a great guy. He does some really cool builds with like, he made this like mini scale crawler course out of a suitcase. It is nuts. It's so nice. Very, very cool. Now chilling time. Nice. Go with the pink. The pink, the pink, the pink, the pink. All right. Yeah, the pink. Let's do it. Let's go for it. You bet. Dirk's the man. I'm going to plug this one last time. We've only got a few minutes left, guys. If you haven't joined in on this raffle, if you want to try and win this beautiful looking Blitzer Beetle, raffle is live now. Links, I don't know, they're somewhere. If you can't find it, shoot me a PM on Facebook and I'll get it to you, or on Instagram. That thing's going to be a beauty. 72 likes. Oh no, we wrecked it. Maybe that's like reverse psychology. I should use in the future. Don't hit the like button, then everyone's going to hit it. The Durga's the best, man. I got to take it down a few teeth on the pinion because it was getting hot. And I'm running the super stock RZ, yeah, the red one, RZ motor in here. And I cooked one actually running my Hot Shot 2. That Hot Shot 2 beach running video that I aired last year, it was in my mashup video from yesterday. I cooked a motor in that video. So that's 2 times now that I've had that happen. And I've heard a few people say the RZs are known to get really hot. So I think it's got a higher RPM, so you have to kind of gear it down a little bit or something. I don't know. But electric. Later, dude. Thanks for hanging out. We will see you in a fortnight. I like that word. We don't say fortnight enough. It's a pretty cool way to say 2 weeks. See you in a fortnight. Kind of reminds me of like Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones chat. Joe Coughlin. Got a bail on the bench. Adios, my man. Till next time. Thanks for hanging out. Never tried one of the fancies. I'll tell you, the Superstock BZ, I've got one in a couple of my cars, and in the Monster Beetle, it stands out. It is so good in a Monster Beetle. To me, it's perfect. I would say it's the perfect motor on 2S for a Tamiya Monster Beetle. It feels like a 17 turn. They say it's a 23. It feels like a hyper torquey 17. It's just perfect in the Monster Beetle. You pay for them though. That's the only downside. I think they're overpriced. They don't even have bearings in them. So it's kind of like typical Tamiya, right? Like little on the expensive side, and then you still have to upgrade the damn thing. So that's Tamiya for you. Anyway, guys, that's it. That's 3 hours. It's noon. It's time for a beer for me. I finally get to have my beer. You guys have been having yours since we started. But thanks for hanging out, guys. We got a lot done. I meant to get, these repairs done a long time ago, and today was a great day to do it. So I appreciate you guys hanging out. Usual spiel. Like button, subscribe, all that stuff. Affiliate links down below. CNHL batteries, if you're looking for some batteries. Awesome stuff, good price point. Affiliate link, the whole spiel. You know how it is. Yes, Tony, everybody. Reg, Joe, Dirk, Paul, everyone. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. It's awesome. I love that this is becoming a thing. You guys are the best. Wouldn't be here without you. So thanks to each and every one of you guys for showing up today, hanging out for a few hours. We'll do it all again in a fortnight. All right, guys, I'm out. Be excellent to each other.